Escobar, a Minesweeper champion, Geography champion, and Streamer Showdown champion, Vice Captain America himself,
That may or may not have been the wrong thing. It hadn't switched yet. It's okay. It's okay. He's recovered. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed at all. It's my birthday, AD. I saw people wishing you happy birthday earlier. Happy birthday. I was thinking, like, how can we do this in the weirdest way possible? And that is what came to mind. So you're welcome. Big man. With the 3 gifted subs from Big Man on Campus, Sumranga. Dude, had 13 months. For the Sumranga from Down Under, thank you for over a year as part of the Hammers. Shaw with the gifted to AD 7,000. Well, it's 700? Is that 700,000? How am I allowed to do my own taxes? That's $700,000. It's been gifted as sub by Shaw. Happy birthday, $700,000. Welcome to the Hammers. Official in-rice with a 5. Gary, how are we feeling? And Phil Stagno, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Lord Queez, thank you for the Tier 1 gifted sub to the Hammers. In Rice with the gifted thrown down to Dindo, Waza, Sandman, Mox, and Atriatus Russ.
Up the Santa Clara smile.
Thank you, Al Stoily, for the 3 months. Big Man with the gifted, and then Gimme Shelton with the 5 gifted. Dude, what a hot morning. Yo, I'm Gucci. Welcome to the Hammers. Sneaky Walrus, Kazumo K, Jake, Pi, Garcia, and Cough. Welcome to the Hammers. Mitsala Sunrise coming off the top rope with 4 gifted subs to Tiger, Big Delve, Jake, and Rick Soul. Hit it!
You're insecure, don't know what for, you're turning heads when you walk through the duo or don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is ook. Love you, Big Daddy Z.
What was that enough? Being the way you are is a Oh, I absolutely nailed that. Oh, yes.
7 months and I'm still not good at FM. I'd be asking for a refund if I was using my own money. Zianxi.
Good thing you're using Jeff Bezos money. Thank you for the 7 months, Rippage. Appreciate it. Triple Jacobson with the gifted to Jacko. Can I get a... Thank you, and Murph. I appreciate the old song and dance. I really do. Mix with the gifted sub to A Sorter. We're on level 5 hype train, dude. and it's this early in the morning. We've on the docket today, chat. We have this is a league day. Well, we do believe we are going to get into the transfer window today. We have a match against Porto, who has not lost all year and has won 11 of its 13 matches so far this season. And we also will be wrapping up the League Cup group stage, in which we need Setúbal to beat Marítimo. And we actually, is it over? No, it's goal difference, right? Yeah, it's goal difference. So if Setúbal beats Marítimo and we win our final game, we actually do go to the next round. This was an inquiry we made at the end of last stream for some dude I forgot about. Trying to see if we wanted to body off whoever's trying to sign him. I can't remember who's trying to sign him. Deportivo Cali. They've told me they want 160, and we have no idea how good he is, so we can't do that. Holland Soreto is another guy we signed at the end of last stream. End of contract, Brazilian. Absolutely. Welcome to the team in January. And that's all we've done. We've got a match against Porto after this match against the Braga in the League Cup, which means we will be rotating for the match against Braga in the League Cup, which means we're even less likely to actually pick up the dub. But if we do pick up the dub, of course, we could get to the semifinal. Prejudice! With the 5 gifted subs. Gary. People's hero, Gary.
Show me the bacon.
The Cinco de Gifto again. 19-0. Parky, Ibrahim, D-Train, Andrew Thompson. Welcome to the Hammers. Let's go. Chris Kirkpatrick, thank you for the 3 months. Show me the bacon. And Shirley on Mikey. Welcome to the Hammers. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Make sure you get the subsection of the Discord. Enjoy the bacon.
This season transfers. 5 months, baby.
There have not been like too many. Stoily with the gifted. What's up, Tito? Welcome to the Hammers. Tito G. I'm from the island where Santa Clara plays. What happened? Hope they destroyed you. Honestly, we lose them every time for no reason. We don't get destroyed, but we do in a way. We out XG them by a lot and lose every time in a way that is uniquely frustrating. That is just entirely unique to us and is a uniquely frustrating experience. Metsala Sunrise with the tier 2 sub.
We have been together 7 months and 6 have been bliss. Winky. JK. Love you, BB.
Winky. That's my mental image there. Thank you for the 7 months on the tier 2. Top 10 anime betrayals. Stoily, thank you for the gift to Tito again. Writing Kirkpatrick, congratulations on cooking your bacon. Winky, who says that? What is that? What is this experience? Revette with the 3 months.
The Super League is dead. Oh, yeah, beauty.
Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. The Super League is dead. Oh,
thanks for the 8
Harvey
great months,
Barnes.
my friend.
You're welcome, Nick. Thank you for a great 8 months on a tier 3 sub. I appreciate it, my dude. 8 months on a tier 3. There's so many top 10 anime betrayals today. I don't even know what to do with myself. Every one of the top 10 anime betrayals has occurred today. This guy hates big matches. If he wasn't so outrageously good, that'd be an automatic disqualifier. Tier 3'd out of his mind. He's got all that gold emote sauce there. Shiniesta improving. Shiniesta's always improving. Shin is literally always improving, dude. Probably my favorite broadcast of all time, though. Harvey Barnes! Oh, what a goal by Harvey Barnes! Oh, it's Harvey Barnes! Oh. I kind of want that to be my ringtone. I'm not quite sure why I haven't set that up yet to where that is my ringtone. It's where you just get Harvey Barnes. My mom's calling Harvey Barnes. Pause the equalizer from Harvey Barnes. That's it. Oh, dude. Thank you guys for the level 5 hype train. It was not, that was an outrageous collection of distributed gifted subs. Right off the drop, right at the beginning. It's like having Get Stuck In on from the first minute. Norwegian with the $7.
Buy yourself something nice, hun. Don't forget to bring home the bacon as well. And please avoid the dodgy alleyway. You don't want Santa Clara to bully you again, do you?
No, I don't. I don't want Santa Clara to bully me again. Thanks for reminding me. I don't want Santa Clara to bully me again. I'm scared of Santa Clara, man. They're always so mean. They're always on my schedule. They beat me almost every time. We scouting this guy? We're currently scouting him. I don't understand what you want us to do. Fat scouting report, though, twice in 3 days, for the record. Twice in 3 days. A completely full scouting report. Nutty. Kikas, okay. Broken through to the first team, okay. He's playing for Mafra, though. What do you mean he's broken through? He didn't break through anything. He got loaned somewhere. That sounded like that sounded more like a threat. Yeah, like Norwegian MLS fans sitting in the alley with like, oh, this isn't a knife. This is a Santa Clara flag. Somehow more intimidating. Much more terrifying. Much more terrifying. I'd much rather a knife. Zaland, what's up, Job? Pedro Gamer. How you doing? Favorite FM team you've ever managed? At this point, probably still Bate, considering we were able to go all the way and win the Champions League. But Oriental Dragon have got a special place in the heart, especially if we can conquer the league, not only supplanting an old bully, which we always love to do. It's a staple of this channel, is deleting bullies of leagues at the top. And that's what we're trying to do. Porto, Benfica. Matching their level and beating them. Bullying them for a change. How do they like it, right? That's what we're trying for. Thanks for the help on Twitter the other day. Yo, no problem. That's what I'm here for. My stream effed. But at least it wasn't my fault. The connection's really, really good. Yeah, we had a really good internet connection today, which is great. You know, we like that. Yeah, we need to bully Santa Clara first. I think I might be looking a little too far ahead to bullying Porto and Benfica when we can't bully Santa Clara effectively. It's not Stacy's fault, actually. Stacy is asleep this early in the morning, which is why we're streaming right now. Hey, we have one good Chinese goalkeeper. One of our goalkeepers looks like a great prospect. Yes. Huge, dude. Except you know that's not the case, too. You know that is not the case. There's no way. Absolutely no way. There's no way he's even okay. Worst youth intakes in the history of the sport. We're trying to win an award from FIFA for least likely to develop the next Messi. That's the award we're going for. Morten Gronskog. Cool. Gabby Carrasco, no. You should be on the... Well, I mean, he's under contract for the next 3 years. He's 29 years old. When are we ever going to sign this guy? And right now, we'd probably take Johan Madrid anyways. And so, Gabby Carrasco, this is the end of the line. Dun dun dun. Find out who else gets voted off the island next week on Zealand's trial list. AKA the real Love Island. Fun fact, I've never actually watched Love Island. I don't feel like I'm missing out either. I feel like that's an important thing to mention. Really don't feel like I'm missing out. I was forced at various points to watch The Bachelor, but did Atiabu's trial like expire today? Alfredo Munoz is really drawing a lot of folk. A lot of folk in these parts are pretty excited about Mohamed Atiabu. Yeah, all these guys just left. We just missed him. I'm back in for four more. All of yous. Come on back in. Never mind. You go on to Rotherham United and pick up an outrageously large paycheck for an ability level that's just really not that high. Could you sign me, please? Yeah, dude, totally, I'm on it. We've got some spare cash. We're flush with cash. We simply have too much cash. I don't even know what that is. How do you know it's a thing if you don't know what it is? You probably drink kale shakes too, don't you? You live in a loft. You wear glasses without the glass in them, Prate. I see you. You make your own sushi. I see right through this. I don't even know what Love Island is.
$1 for each league goal Lewis Dunk scored in my Brighton treble-winning team, thanks to your set-piece help. Loved chatting to you on the podcast today. Less than 3.
Tilby, thank you for the 535. It was indeed fun to record. When's the North Korean boy arriving? I think in January. We'll see. I don't remember. It might be the end of the season. What team do I support? I do not have like a home and away diehard clubs. Kale shakes aren't for nerds. No. Kale shakes are for that person, right? Kale shakes are for that person that thinks they're better than everybody else because they roll their own sushi, right? They think they're better than everybody else because their car runs on broccoli, right? Which honestly, if that was possible, we should all do it. But you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows this person. Everybody knows this person. Wow, he just landed a lot of scouting reports. Okay, this Kim Min does not have any more potential than what he's already reached in the Korean League, but at least he's already there. And he's young and he's talented. And, you know, he's a great man. Then if you're American like me, then what is your favorite American football team? Oh, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm from Tampa. Oh, there's Stacy. Dude, I was wondering. I was waiting for Stacy. See, she heard me, dude. Stacy heard me. She just kicked up a spike there. Yeah, no, well, it's not ever since I referenced Stacy. It's just she can't break through in large spurts. She has to assault in very quick bursts. A very quick burst. Seriously, dude, I'm a Pats fan. Cool. I love you. And I hate you. More importantly, I hate you. Just because the Patriots, and who doesn't dislike the Patriots, right? I mean, thanks for Tom Brady, but also leave everybody alone. Now you're leaving everybody alone. Now you know what it's like to be a fan of an actual football team and not just the, you know, generic cheat code of a team. It's like opposite day. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we root for to get to the playoffs, who hadn't won a playoff game since the Super Bowl in 2003, finally go win the Super Bowl again. After 20 years. It really is like a Freaky Friday thing, where all of a sudden the Bucs became the Patriots, and then the Patriots were just like, Buccaneer life. It's a Bucs life. Patriots are all about it. Turned in that 7-9 season. Don't get a good draft pick, right? That would be too much to ask. If we got a good draft pick, that would be way too much. So what you do is you go 7-9, and so you're kind of like right in the middle of the draft, but you also aren't good enough to really accomplish anything. It's great. It's just an excellent. It's excellent work. It's an outstanding move. It's huge brain strategy. Everybody's all about it. I'm a Cowboys fan myself. Brady is a poor man's Lamar Jackson. Here's the thing. Whatever debate you want to have about the actual talent level of Tom Brady, that man's ability to have other people want to play with him makes him have such a good team around him, and he knows how to prepare and settle his team. Whether you think he's actually as talented as he might be or not, right? His ability to recruit other people to be on his team because success breeds success, and his ability to prepare his team to win big games is outstanding, right? In a way that nobody else really has. Anyone who the Glazers don't own because I'm a Man United fan? Yeah, that's fair. We don't like the Glazers either, even though we just won the Super Bowl. We are still anti-Glazer. We have a strong anti-Glazer stance. Packers might trade Jordan Love to the Patriots. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Maybe he actually turns into something. Who knows? He certainly could. Angel Call is showing pleasing progress. Well, thank goodness he's developed. Oh, I thought he was developing his teamwork. I'm like, he really had a huge gap in his game in the teamwork department, where he already has like 19 teamwork. Big fan of the work he's putting in teamwork. Incredibly important stuff for his future. Good morning, Zealand. I have most things automated in FM. Can I still find success? Yes. As long as you don't have scouting automated, then yes. But things like training, you can succeed without them. You can succeed faster with them, obviously. This dude is literally not under a contract, but his compensation is so prohibitive that we can't do anything.
Why do the Norwegians have barcodes on the side of their ships? It's so they can Scandinavian.
Fair enough. Very fair enough. Okay. Well played. Thank you, McMurph, for the $5 donation. To the Reece Appreciation Fund. Appreciate it. Prop, thank you for the prime and welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subscribers section of the Discord. Enjoy the bacon and the emotes. The thing is, I've heard that before too. I just hadn't heard it in a while. And when you haven't heard something in a while, it just hits you right. You're like, so they can Scandinavian, you know? Got a Scandinavian. Yo, a couple of dudes from the Mexican League. Couple more dudes from the Mexican League. Again, back at it with the fresh kicks in the Mexican League. Oh, outrageous. Like at this point, we've most of these end of contract guys we've already identified, already talked about. Have them on my short list, and it doesn't matter. But we now have more end of contract guys that aren't on the short list, or somebody like Vince Mace, which sick name, Vince. Sean Williams is literally about to be free. Do 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 do. Oh, I thought it said Jack Sparrow. Okay,
What
no,
do
it's
we
Ronnie
think
Sparrow.
of Santa Clara? Censored. What do we think of? Censored. Santa Clara. Thank you. That's all right. We hate Santa Clara. We hate Santa Clara.
We hate Santa Clara. We hate Santa Clara. Sing it with me, boys. We hate Santa Clara. Derby Boots, thank you for the 2 months. And please pronounce Derby. Show me some respect with Wayne Rooney's relegated. They really get relegated? Derby County. Or as we would say in America, Derby. So I'm assuming that's what you want me to say. Derby, 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 Derby. Somebody's just writhing in pain on the other side of the screen right now. Derby. Derby. Joel Mallon, though, thank you for the 8 months and the song. Olaf season with the 2 months. Oh, dude. Extended through May. That's next month. You're going to have cooked bacon by the time that one's done. You'll love to see it. Coimbra, 1 year. Boom. Dylan Tate. End of contract. Marcelo Rivero. Need a scouting report. Rui Carrera. End of contract. Davide Marola. He's 26 years old. Some question about what, can he still do it? I think we drop him off. That's an old scouting report. We've gotten a lot better since then. This dude's also re-upped his contract. Rich Greaves. Ain't no poor man here. Pablo Palacios signed a new deal. Miodrag Leskovic. We're at the scouting report. We had good experiences with Miodrag Leskovic last time we messed with him. Hi, Mombot. How you doing? Why have I started watching the stream and I'm still at work? Looks like I'm done for today. Have the Jaffa cakes turned up? Yes, if you watched my Instagram story, which obviously every single person on the planet should do religiously. Oh my god, it's so adorable. It's James Lawrence Alcott right there. Look at James Lawrence Alcott. 3 names, because he's 3 times the man. All right, this is me. All right, this is Zealand right here. Let's go! Let's go! Box of Jaffa cakes, baby. 100. That's 100 Jaffa cakes. Fresh out of the Royal Mail. Because I don't sell them here. Actually, he should stay on the loan short list. Come on, you don't offer anything. You don't offer anything. How does that make you feel? No nonsense. He's really not a no nonsense fullback. Problem is he lacks significant pace to actually be able to contribute in any meaningful way going anywhere on the field. Cool? Cool. You understand. Lot of Jaffa cakes. Can you share them with me? No, I've put them all in the fridge. Dude, I honestly ate 20 yesterday. I'm not making that up. You're like, enough for 2 days. If I was really feeling it, that might be true. I ate 20 Jaffa cakes yesterday.
The red sauce and the brown sauce had a race. The brown sauce pulled out into the lead and the red sauce couldn't quite catch up. Frown.
Sucks for the red sauce. Brutal for the red sauce there. Jules Cada not cleared. At least Kwame Appy is cleared. Okay. We have Porto in literally 2 days, which means everybody that plays today is not going to be starting against Porto. But how do we want to play against Porto? Barrientos gets his suspension out of the way today, which is nice. We basically have to decide our starting lineup against Porto. Jaffa cakes in the fridge? Yeah, 100%. Why do you care? It makes them nice and cool. It works. It's also definitely a Floridian thing. I'm sorry I grew up in a place where if you leave anything chocolate not in the fridge, it melts. Okay, so every piece of chocolate I get, I put in the fridge or in the freezer, both of which work. Because if we don't put them there, they melt. Ayal understands. Ayal lives in the desert. He said that makes perfect sense. So fridge, freezer. All chocolate goes in the fridge or the freezer. Because if not, it melts. I can't tell you how many traumatic experiences I had with those little Reese's cups when I was 5 years old, where I open the packaging and all the chocolate falls off and I'm looking at a little ball of peanut butter. And that was not what I signed up for. I signed up for chocolate around the peanut butter. Okay? That's what I signed up for. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I've emotionally recovered from the fact that sometimes there was no chocolate around the peanut butter. Okay, I don't think I'm well adjusted because of that. That is why. No other reason. Gorbani, who starts this game? David Polito and... yeah, the front three is Gorbani, David Polito, and Michael Portilla. Yes. Portilla's on the bench so that we can try and get him some match sharpness. Yes. Kwame Appiah should be starting to know. Because we don't have our boy.
Zealand, I love you. We love you. You're good people. But if you don't get those Jaffa cakes out of the fridge, we will restart the Revolutionary War, damn it. Think of the kids, Zed.
I look, man. Jaffa cakes are staying in the fridge. If you want those Jaffa cakes, you're gonna have to come over here and take them. Thank you for the $5, all of Britain. You guys want it? There's a lot more room in the Boston Harbor for more tea. That's what I heard. Billy Herrera, time to make your first Steam debut.
Season ticket holding legacy fans.
Billy
Sorry for my language,
Herrera.
but fuck Super League.
How dare you? I play Maledje, Eli Mahiritra. I mean, who do I play, you know? Who do I play? Who do we put on the field, right? Like, who's the guy? Who's the guy that goes onto the field, right? It's Mejia. Mejia gets a game. Angel Call gets a game at right back. I mean, this is an opportunity to play some guys that just don't normally play the game. You know, they're not normally around the field. They don't normally get into the game. We're really interested to see what they're going to be able to bring to the side. There's some real talented lads out there today. You know, for sure. Absolutely some real talented lads. 100%. 100% some really talented lads around there, around the team today. Really talented. Sunny Paprika, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. All right. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. McMurph with the gifted sub. That's brilliant stuff, McMurph. Thank you for the gifted tone stick. Welcome to the Hammers. Brick Brickleston, thank you for the 9 months. That's outstanding. You just had a child. That's brilliant. That's amazing. I don't know if you were ready for a child, but don't worry. That's what Jerry Springer is for. Okay. We are missing a youth player. Somebody was knocking on my door. Somebody must have dropped something. It's ridiculous. Oh, dude, that's 100% like Chicago. That's Chicago. That no. Stop with the conspiracy theories. That is Chicago. That's like a duh, Bears. That's one of those. I have no idea why we started it. I've got no idea why we're doing it now. That's like basically the summary of my entire streaming career. But I do know that it's fun. That's also a summary of my streaming career. I have no idea why we started it. I definitely don't know what we're doing now. All I can tell you for sure is that I'm really sad Adorito Fonseca played already, because it would make way too much sense if we were able to put him on the field. I've got Felipe Morera, who's just gonna play as a wing for some reason.
Z, help us so cold, send my beloved Benji my love, tell my kids, the Jaffa cake bites that I will always love them. Well Z, that's it then, your torture is killing world. God save our gracious queen.
Say goodbye to my kids, the Jaffa Cake bits. Oh, come on. Jaffa Cakes, thank you for the $5 donation, dude. Say goodbye to my kids, the Jaffa Cake bits. Ishin, Yayamaleje, Carbajal, Ajisoa. Honestly, it's a good time for Mejia. We're unlikely to go through anyways. We need help from outside sources. Let's get some guys on the field that need to play for their development. We'll go from there. Cesar Munder, are you anything other than a dribbler? Yeah, he actually is. That dude's... Oh, they've got Georgietok Vitadze. I love Georgietok Vitadze. I said it wrong. That's okay. Let's go. Vamos a la playa. Angel Call gets number 29 because we don't care. There we go. Here we go, boys. Yeah, we forgot to put, well, Gonzalez played in the match before. Not that that matters, but we did forget to put Gonzalez in there. Come on, boys. Most generic team talk I could have given to not pressurize them or patronize them too much. Just let's go give it our best, huh? Let's go shake the tree. This is the League Cup group stage. Last match. We need to win this match, and we need Maritimo to lose. That happens, we actually go through, weirdly enough. But again, it's not something compared to a match against Porto in the league that we value in terms of playing people, actual people at all, really. Thank you, Matty. That's why we left Matty Manye in there. We know we were going to give away a shot in the 10th minute. We needed Poulet Matty Manye to be ready for that. Are they not playing right now? It doesn't look like they're playing right now, which is weird, right? We should be playing at the same time. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I see your face again. Man. And Mejia just with an axe murder. Like, I'm tired of chasing you.
Hey boss. Just Eric here checking in. I heard you got some Jaffa cakes. Where are they? The fridge ? Well, I'm done with you. Vanessa and I are leaving for Benfica.
Eric, how dare you? After all we've been through, Eric Mendez is leaving with Vanessa and going to Benfica because my Jaffa cakes are in the fridge. That's honestly not true. And I am not making this up. The Jaffa cakes are in the freezer. They're not even in the fridge. They're in the freezer. Get in! Oh my, how? Dude, what? What did this hit? Did this hit my Jaffa cakes? That's the only thing I can think of that stopped this from going in. Dude, what in the world did this one hit? Oh my God! Who the f are you? Who is this? Oh, the cam is in the way. Okay. I'm sorry. Honestly, did you need to see that though? You probably didn't need to see that. Right? You could have imagined what happened. I mean, the boss literally... Bro!
Homie.
Bro! He's offside. Who cares? He just blocked an obvious open goal, dude. This, if you put this on Reddit, you're getting 1 million upvotes, dude. This is unbelievable. This is ridiculous. What is that? And then that. I can't do it. How can I possibly do this? Why am I here? What is happening? I give this man a chance to play in this game, and that's my reward. I give Felipe Morera an opportunity to play in this game. That is my reward. He blocks a goal. There is no other way to look at that than Felipe Morera actually just blocking a goal for no good reason. Why is he in the goal mouth? There's nobody there. What's he trying to do? Steal the goal? He's offside. They just didn't give the offside because they felt bad, and now he's wasting other... Like, what is this? Oh, that's... that. Oh. Felipe, I want to see you in my office in 5 minutes. I don't care that we're in the middle of a match. My office. 5 minutes. Thank you, David Thompson, for some reasonable defending. Third time's a charm. Somebody make sure Felipe Morera's not in the way next time we head this. Oh, Ja Silva. He got it up and down too. He just didn't hit the target. We're playing pretty well, considering the fact that this team is mostly backups. We're playing pretty well. Come on, Mejia. He's with him. Like, we're all... The defense is all right there. That was pretty solid stuff. That was pretty solid stuff there, gentlemen. Ooh, Matty Manye. Silva with the flick. Sowadogo. Somebody's offside. Somebody is a little offside. Shame. If your name is not Felipe Morera, you may leave the locker room today. Is that understood? Mejia, Bright, Muhammad. 3 kind of random players we didn't really notice throughout the course. Oh, by the way, Felipe, kind of mad at you too. How is your match rating the 4th lowest? You were the only... It is so rare that you can pinpoint a single person as the reason a game is... Like, there is literally no other person that had an effect on that. Like, it's either 1-0 or it's 0-0. That's where we are. Gilino, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And Popsy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers, guys. Make sure you get in the subscriber section of the Discord. That's $10 to Jeff Bezos money, by the way. $10 to Jeff Bezos money. Right there. Bacon and emotes galore. You're in the Hammers. I mean, goodness. It is a time to be alive. Oh, nice. Bright Muhammad. Mejia. It's got all day. He used all day to then cross it into the guy closing him down. It's just hard to be this good. Oh, Bright Muhammad. Come on, Kwame. On it. We are... Billy Herrera and Thompson are so good on these set pieces. It's like 4 or 5 corners that have been actual highlights. Come on, Mejia. Homie. Guess who got the assist? Did you see who got the assist? Did you see who got the assist? It's Felipe freaking Morera. Dude, if Sourdough was offside... Yes. 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 Oh, how was that? Okay. Never mind. Anusa Sourdough gets the goal, but it's really all Felipe Morera atoning for his sins. What a player. We always knew. Oh, nice block. I think he actually got to that. Yikes. Hey, I mean, once Sourdough heads that ball, as long as he's onside, like, there's no saving it because you're just redirecting it from online. We are... See, here's the thing. Maritsimo and Setubal can't be playing because nobody has any points from that match right now. It is impossible for both of them to get no points from a match. I'm, you know, kind of new to this. I know I'm American, but like, pretty sure you have to get points from a match. Right, guys? He's off. He's so offside. Yeah. Like, why are we standing inside the penalty spot there? What are we doing? Where's the hunger for goals, Sourdough? Where is it? Dude. Oh my God. We've got to score off a corner. How are you nervous? You have an assist. What is your problem? What's wrong with you? We're gonna go Shoshong. Somebody that can carry the ball, which is what Morera apparently just can't do because I haven't seen him on the ball once. He's also tired, so there's that. Attaboy, Appia. All the way back to the keep. Oh no. Herrera. Okay. Orozco. Good. Gotta get him off. We gotta get him off soon. Him and probably Silva the next 10 minutes. Kwame. Sourdough. Oh, you foxy lady. Oh, I love Burkina Faso so much. I love it so much. He dribbles the keep, little cheeky chip in. Anusa Sourdough knows how to score goals, ladies and gentlemen. That man knows how to put a ball in the back of a net. He's got a hat trick for the national team, right? He's a play maker. Playmaker. Okay. Let me tell you, this guy makes plays. He makes plays. Yaya Maleje and Ishin in the 70th minute We'll play 20 minutes because I think I want to play Kwame Appiah in the next match. So we really shouldn't overrun him. Oh, Hishin, no. Hishin, no. What's the center back doing here? What are we just assuming this other guy's going to be able to mark this? He was behind him. You realize that? Oh, no. Huge swing and a miss. Oh, my goodness. That is actually a very annoying goal to give up because it could go to goals for right now. If Maritimo loses by 1 and we win by 1, then it goes to goals for, and I honestly don't know who has the lead in that. But if, you know, we win by 2, then we're okay, and it doesn't matter. So Pule Mati Manye having hands not made of, like, rubber would be fantastic. Away. Well, thank you. See, I told you it'd be fantastic. Right? CJTX. Oh, nice distribution. Thank you for the 2 months. Only 1 month away from cooking that bacon. Come on, Shoshong. Little too Zhozhong there with the drive and shoot into the guy in front of you move. Okay, they've gone with the double Metsala 3-5-2 here. Which means we are going to spread them out, lower our tempo, and work the ball into the box. Got it good. Oh yeah, Mejia, dude, really? Thompson, that's okay. Bright Muhammad, Sawadogo, he's got him. Shojong, tuck it away. Dude, how are you in such bad form? I don't understand. That was our leading goal scorer last year. He can't even get a start right now because he does stuff like that. How? Chessie's just he's just bottling this season. It's our leading goal scorer last year. He's just a bottle factory. Oh goodness. Good thing they both missed. All right, Shoshong. Turn it around right here. You just can't do anything good, can you? You just can't do anything good at all. Nice hustle. Angel, why are we why are we just like sprinting this away? Oh, big spot here. Hishin's got the vision. He sees the pass. Yes! That means if they lose, we're actually through. That's actually a big goal. Okay, that is kind of huge. We can get to the semifinals of the League Cup as long as Maritimo loses. It's possible now. But it is completely guaranteed that if Maritimo loses, we go through as long as we win by 2 goals. Yes! Let's go! Oh, baby, a triple. It's Harvey Barnes and Anusa Sawadogo with the hat trick. Just enough. Just enough. Let's go, dude. Hishin can just run the break, can't he? And Joe Silva's a great facilitator. Sawadogo, he's so versatile. Either footed, just good at everything you need to be good at to be an advanced forward. I don't know if he's ever going to be a starter or a star for us, but he's a guy we can rely on, that we trust to go in there and be able to score. Obviously, he just scored a hat trick. That's out. Okay. That's right, baby. That's right. Huge win for a full team of backups. They might have been running the same thing, obviously, but Braga's a good club. They're above us in the league right now. I mean, that was Billy Herrera and David Thompson. Angel Call and Juan Diego Mejia at fullback. Like, this was not a high-powered Oriental Dragon team, but here we are. And now we await the result of the other match to see if we actually pulled this off, which would be kind of cool. Just throwing some outfields there. Richard Moore really rejected it completely. Herrera makes his debut. Nice. Angel Call and Billy Herrera. Wait. They already played. Dude, they had played before. They don't play after. I forgot. Obviously, the points add up. It's possible. The only way that they both have, like, we both had 3, they would have had 6, and they would have had 0. Or Set the Ball would have had 0. We just qualified. They lost by 2. We were good the whole time. They lost by 2. We're going. We're going, Chad. We're going to the semifinals of the League Cup. Let's go. For the second time in club history, we're going to the semifinals of the League Cup because Maritimo choked so hard. Yes! Anusa Sawadogo. Well, I mean, we got to play him at some point. Might as well get it out of the way now. Who would have wanted Sporting or Passos Ferreira, right? I'd much rather have Porto, who actually drew against Famalicão because nobody beats Famalicão. We are the only team that got through with 6 points. Nice. What happened to Benfica? Passos Ferreira just beat them? 1-0. Passos Ferreira didn't give up a goal the entire... Wow. Okay. Nice. Ha! Huh, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Porto in the League Cup semifinal. I believe we had to play them the last time we got to the League Cup semifinal too. This is a recurring theme. We make the League Cup semifinal. We go, yes, we're in a cup semifinal. Anything is possible. And then we draw Porto. The unkillable Porto. There's our League Cup semi. Is it a home and away? I feel like it is. I have this weird feeling it's a home and away. No, it's a one-off match at a neutral site. That's cool. That's fun. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. First of all, we play them right now. Also fun, right? Let's figure out what team we want for that. Johan Madrid, obviously, at right back. Ilaima Haritra is the ball winner. Ale Reza Gorbani is going to step up, play a little inside forward on support, actually. Subalaga instead of Shojong. Shojong's not doing it for me lately. Nelly Salazar. Kevin Barrientos, who was suspended for the what? Oh, it just said he was suspended, but he's not. Okay, good. Yeah, he's not. Castellanos is going to play on this left wing. Of course he is. This is the game where we need somebody of just quality, and that's what Castellanos has on offer. Shen's the advanced playmaker. Kwame Appiah is probably going to get the nod here. And Michael Portilla for Sawadogo at the moment. And then Sawadogo down for... Daver Polito, and then Polito up for Silva. So we've got Daver and Portilla and Gorbani, Kwame Appiah, Hishin, Ilaima Haritra, Castellanos, Barrientos, Nelly Salazar, Johan Madrid. Double no nonsense. Definitely there. Lower this. Really think Kwame Appiah is ready for this kind of stage? I mean, he's a good player. His movement is key, and we've got other guys that are good at passing, but I don't know if he has enough ability on the ball to make it worth it. But then again, yeah, you start a guy like Victor Roscoe, and you're just begging to lose the ball too, so... What do we really know about anything? We don't. Carbajal, Ajay, Soa, Key, and Harris. We got straight subs for both fullback positions, if we need them. Selection info. Gonna use my echolocation That's our team. That's our team for Porto, baby. Answer Ben's call. You have things to answer for. What's happening? I'm being called. He's not calling right now. I have streamer mode on, that's why I can't hear it. Streamer mode blocks notifications so that you don't hear like ping, 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 ping. That sort of nonsense. Alireza Gorbani is starting to improve, albeit it's slow at first. But him and Kwame Appiah should have like great potential. They both have great potential that I hope that they're able to reach. Ooh, Sawadogo to the Africa Cup of Nations along with Jules Keita. Kwame Appiah doesn't get to go. Maybe Ghana. No, I mean, he's not in the Ghanaian national team yet. I wish he was in the Ghanaian national team, but he's not. We both know this. Why am I pretending like he would get a call to the Ghanaian national team? Kevin Montes. Hey, Honduras. Killing it out here. Martin Svek deserves the second scout. This guy does not. He is just end of contract fodder. Alex Monis. The OZ best tip to fix team cohesion started out with a team where everyone basically hated each other. So that's atmosphere. Cohesion is their ability to play together, right? So team cohesion, you're going to want to do a match review after every match. Team cohesion moves a lot slower than locker room atmosphere, which is obviously bad news for you. But you want to do a match review after every match. You start there, and then that guy actually could play for us right now. Doing the match review, do a match preview before every match, and do team bonding in between everything. If you want to work on more team cohesion stuff, if you look in training and there's things like in your tactical training, you do like, actually the best way to look at it is you click here and then go to tactical and you click on this. Like, what does it work on? It works on team cohesion, slightly increased, right? And so you throw that sort of stuff on there to try and up your team cohesion, but it does not move incredibly fast. That's just something important to remember. You will not be moving that, it will not go up incredibly fast. Liam Delap. Always an issue playing my boy Liam Delap. We are at home at the Carlos Selena, so maybe we have a chance. What happened with the Australian Wonder Kid? We'll be able to bring him in January, which means this is the last match, hopefully, that we are playing without him in the team. Because we have him on end of contract, but once we hit a transfer window, we'll be able to, like, purchase him. You know, what does it cost to get him on the team now? And then you pay that fee. It'll be like 50 to 100,000, which I'm willing to pay to have him for half a year. Because then he'll hit the ground running next year. I mean, we did that sort of thing with David Polito. We did it with Johan Madrid at one point to get him in January instead of waiting until the end of the season. It's just usually always worth it. Francis Mkwate. Look, we just know how good you are, Francis. You're Malawian god, as far as I'm concerned. If Malawi had its own pantheon, you would be the god. Nika Ninua, we had him on trial forever and we didn't sign him. That should be a pretty good sign that we're never going to sign him. Pedro Cruz, also just end of contract. And David. Oh, we're hating on this guy. He's got some pretty good skill. Obviously doesn't have a high ceiling, but right now he's a guy that has some pretty good skill. Sandro Costa said that Kwame Appiah reminds him of Joseph Holland. He wishes. Appiah wishes he was Holland. Sergio Conceição has implied that you aren't actually performing that well and that your current overachievement's down to complacency of your opponents. I have no interest in discussing anything he's got. Just say, I don't really care. They've notched 4 straight league wins and title contenders are in first place again. This is certainly going to be a tough match. As long as we stick to our game plan, we have a chance, right? We just have to keep that up. We're coming off a win against Braga. It's a good club. And yeah, we're going to ask for more of the same. Exactly. Players are happy and enjoying playing at the moment. Are you concerned a defeat could see morale plummet? It's high and I want to keep it that way. Octavio Lanchas played well on loan. Well, stability's important too. Augustine De Grosso's been on trial forever. We'll see. Portilla has a goal every 82 minutes. He's got plenty more to offer. He's got some serious potential in there that he hasn't scratched out yet. And even what he's there for right now, he can take care of. Well, let's do it. Let's vibe. Dead Man Katsu, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get into the subscribers section of the Discord. Enjoy the bacon, the emotes, and being part of, and this is true, an elite online gaming community. Oh my god, it's an end of contract guy who's not already on my end of contract shortlist. Can we offer this guy a contract now? Nope. China, they're just gonna hang on to him, I guess. He works for the state. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's be trialing a bunch of young dudes from... Oh, we just started scouting. Okay, cool. Young dudes from Portugal. It's the new name of our trialing program. Young dudes from Portugal. Been placed on the loan list. Still don't care because he's still an end of contract guy. Nana Yahya, good. Still end of contract guy. Thanks for playing. Alexander Ivanov. Moldova's like half Romania, half Russia. Very bizarre. Uvend Barak. Yeah, we're gonna need a trial on this because that is a significant wage request for a dude that doesn't look like he's too good right now, which means you would need some serious potential, homie. Javad Hatamlu. Hopefully he's good. For his sake, we're really rooting for him. Phanos. Okay. Solomon into contract. Oh my, he's the fastest Cypriot alive. And Jason Sweeney at Waterford. Oh, okay. Wait, there's actually a legitimate chance that a couple of these guys we're scouting who are right now running into the end of their contract are going to be really good. Is that the Heishin chant? Just hey, Heishin, here Heishin. We need a tune. I've just been signing. Well, that's basically me forever. I've just been signing every out of contract wonder kid in my scouting report, and I just had 16 players join in one day. Yeah, that will, for me, the way I try and approach it is the transfer window never ends, right? You're always scouting, you're always signing, you're always making deals. Chessie off the Asian Cup, yes, but honestly, hopefully he can regain his form. Hopefully he can regain his form because right now he has no form. He has less than no form, but he is one of the best players on that Chinese national team. So maybe it's good for him, right? He gets himself back on track. Rim Pro, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Oh, yeah. It's called regen addiction. Don't listen to him. It's a completely healthy behavior. Whatever you do, don't listen to them. All right, here we go. We have Ilai Maharitra, Heishen, Kwame Appiah, Ali Reza Gorbani, Michael Portilla, David Polito, Castellanos, Barrientos, Salazar, Johan Madrid, Kule, Matty Manye. Against Mohamed Goma of Egypt. Oh my god, dude. What? Where the did they find this guy, dude? This guy's nuts. This guy is nutty. 18 heading, 18 first touch, 19 finishing. In Egypt, probably. They actually found him at KA Ghent, you jackwagon. Yeah, that dude's a baller. Liam Delap is also a known problem. If Hannibal Mejbri, Barra, Luis Diaz, and Francisco Trincao. Fringe Portuguese national. This team is sick. This team is gross. They are so good. Okay. We'll be there in a couple years. That's where we're headed. We're headed to a point where we can compete with that. When did Hishin turn 19? Oh, like 4 days ago. Hishin turned 19 4 days ago. Yeah, okay. I love to see Barrientos throwing down some improvement like that. Salazar's only 18. It's pretty insane how young that kid is. Hishin's the only one with a heavy match load. Need one more midfielder that I trust. We just don't have that right now. Fortunately, I think we might be able to keep them pinned back at least for a little while. They can't significantly outpace us, but we've got our first team ready, boys. Here we go. Oriental Dragon in Porto. How's João Silva? Still battling for playing time, but he's been good. We owe them after the last time and the time before and the time before. And the time before, to be fair. A lot of times, really. All right, boys, here we go. At the Carlos Salema. It's got some nice apartment buildings in the background. Very aesthetically pleasing. Vinko, thank you so much for converting to a tier 1 and being part of the Hammers long term. Let's get a dub. And if we get this dub, we immediately slot into 4th in the league. That's what we're thinking about right now. We lock in, we get this dub. Oriental Dragon! Oriental Dragon! You'll never breathe fire alone. No. Yeah, you missed that. It wasn't even close. We were okay the whole time. All right. Take a deep breath. Let's get control of the ball here. Let's play with... I know we're incredibly young, and playing a team like Porto is always intimidating, but we're at the Carlos Salema today. They're in our territory today. And we've got through the first 12, 13 minutes, feeling okay. Oh, Nelly.
Zealand, I realized you have players with probably the shortest and longest names in the same midfield.
That's true. Actually, we have Hishin next to Marco Ilai Maharitra, whose last name has more letters than Hishin's entire name, like 2 times over. Maybe more. Probably more. I think Ilai Maharitra's over 10 letters. More than 2 times the length of his full name in the last name alone. Problem is Marco's not a super long name. If his name was Guillermo Ilai Maharitra, then we'd probably be onto something. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, boys. I just want to, make them earn it. We are also a good team headed to the round of 16 of a European competition. Oh, huge, gargantuan save from Pule Matimanye. We just let Delap turn that too easily, and then Goma destroyed Barrientos on that play. Massive save. Pule Matimanye. Let's get on this. That's easy. Ilai Maharitra. Hishin. Castellanos. Good ball. That's all right. Make him flick it. This is definitely always ours. Back in. Gorbani. We just keep winning the second ball here. And then losing it once the fullback overlaps. Oh, here we go. Nice pass by Gorbani. Here we... Oh, Portilla. He got it in there. Oh, yeah, baby. Another lap. All right. Oh, yeah. What a pass by Portilla. Oh, what a pass by Portilla. It's Daver Polito winning the header. Here's Oriental Dragon, baby. Here we are. Oh, Polito. Portilla. Breathless. All right, Nelly. Why did we do that? What a play by Barrientos. Oh, he's handed him off wonderfully and made the play. Oh, doggy. I don't know why Nelly Salazar's diving in at Liam Delap there in that one-on-one situation, but I can tell you he shouldn't be. Kwame, it's done really well to get into that position. Should have passed. We've limited them for the most part. And obviously we were able to take a chance to score. No? Okay. Created a tight shooting window. Get on this. Get on this ball. There you go. Portilla. Got numbers in behind here. He's turned him around. Oh, I love it. Ali Reza. Ref! 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 This is the modern game. How is that legal, chat? Come on, baby.
What do you call a train carrying bubblegum? A choo-choo train.
Marco Ilai Maharitra. Lightheaded. Come on, baby. Smashing finish from Marco Ilai Maharitra. The veteran when we need it. From the spot. All right. Good defending. Barrientos is there again. He's throwing his body around. Madagascar. I mean, pretty sure he's in the Malagasy royal family. Yeah, just keep blocking it. Just keep blocking these. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Castellanos showing what he's going to be showing at Leverkusen, you know? Nelly Salazar. Way to get it out of there. And now Gorbani can just... This lead... Really? We blew the whistle there? Okay. Delighted with your performance. Are you kidding me? It's 2-0 against Porto at the half. We've never taken a point off them before. Ishin. Oh, dude. Little too optimistic, I think. The 1-2 was on. The 1-2 was on that play. If he'd slipped it back to Madrid, he was open for the cross. Nice tackle. Is this going to be us? Madrid keeps it in, and... Oh, beautiful. Oh. Breaks the line of pressure. Madrid. Ishin. Portilla in a channel. We love the Michael Portilla in the channels. We're making him pass, though. They're making him pass. But he's passing well. Oh, great header by the 18-year-old Nelson Salazar. Dude, is that actually the Kurt Zuma, too? No, this is a different... it is Kurt Zuma playing right back for some reason. Dude, almost shelved the worldie. His countryman, Pule Matimanye, sent him packing. Bring it down, Gorbani. So much better if you just grab that, run with it for a while. All right, boys. Just keep playing our game right now. There's not too much in this going either direction at the moment. Oh, yeah, Hishin. Oh, he picked him. We could have ended it right there, dude. Gorbani just scuffed it. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You got to take that first time, and he just didn't get it quite right technically, but it's an amazing ball by Ilai Maharitra. Okay, we're on it right now. All of a sudden, we've grabbed the front foot. Oh, oops. Encourage up a couple of goals. Not working. How's your hustle today? Is this the lap it? Oh, that's just... I mean... That had to be a goal for them. But Pule Matimanya has just decided to show up. Big boy makes saves! Ah! Okay, fine. Whatever. We get it. All right. We get it. Whatever. Okay. We get it. Yaya Maleje in for Kwame Appiah. Ilai Maharitra moves farther up the field. Yaya Maleje takes the ball winning role. We got it. We understand. We know what to do. Okay. All right. This is just our time to take it to Porto. We put ourselves in a position to potentially win if they choke 1 or 2 finishes, and they've choked 1 or 2 finishes. Portilla, just get, can he get this in? No. It's a good run. He just needed to connect it with somebody who could actually get it into the box, because he can't create that separation. Portilla, they've turned him into a facilitator, which he's done surprisingly well today. Great defense for Madrid. Wow. Anticipation up to... Is he on? No, he's offside. Yeah, he's behind everybody. That's how that works. Pretty sure. There we go. Turn up the field. Draw the defender. So that is the channel we like to get involved in. Oh, Salazar. What a read of that ball. Ilai Maharitra. No, he's in. Oh. What a block. What a block by that dude. Portilla was in. That's why we have 2 subs at fullback. Johan Madrid's on a 6.4. Ajay Soa is a reliable option. He's also fresh. He also does not have a yellow. Just use the line. Oh, he mistimed it. Because Portilla can take this guy for pace, obviously, if they time that up well. They just didn't time it up well. Yeah, just use Salazar. Oh, that's just so classy, man. It's like, you know, it's like they really listen to what I'm telling them on the training ground. That's how you dispatch a forward that's applying pressure. It's textbook. Oh, what a pass. Gorbani. 3rd time. What a save. Oh, my God. Oh, when I saw that fall for him, I was like, oh, yes, this is it. He finally bludgeoned his way through. What a save. That would have put it away, certainly. Oh, nice, Barrientos. These center backs are stepping up. He's not quite in. Had to get that just perfect kind of touch out in front, and he hasn't. We've actually out-XG'd them now. By a pretty significant margin. We've showed up in the last 15 minutes. It's not like we were too far from them before. Oh, Portilla. Polito, there's a dude right there. How do you not see that guy? Orozco for Hishin. That's got to be it. We're up 2 goals. We just beat Porto. That's counting a pin, but a pin's 0.75. We're you know, I'm just saying, we played a really good game against Porto, obviously, because we're going to win this 2-0. Hey, Gary, how are we feel? Oh, come on. Gary, how are we feeling? Yeah, that's just the type of play we're looking to make right here. This is the type of team that we want to have. Right, the type of plays we want to make, big-time players in big-time games. And Castellanos, that's a fullback right there in the 98th minute, whatever's going on. He's all the way behind the defense. That's incredible. What a performance from the lads today. Right, we out-XG'd him by 0.66. Unbelievable. Pule Matty Manya an 8.9. He had an 8.9. And our first ever result against Porto was a win at the Carlos Salema in front of the home fans. The first loss for Porto all season. And a clean sheet thanks to Pule Matty Manya, who turned 1.81 XG into 0 goals. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful game we just played. A famous result at the Carlos Salema. A famous result at the Carlos Salema. We're 4th in the league also after that huge result. Going into the winter break, which is just obviously a wonderful place to be in with matches in hand against Famalicão and Passos Ferreira and Guimarães, who are all behind us. Braga right in front of us, who we just beat in the League Cup. Something to build on for sure. Excellent. We played an amazing game in all phases, I thought. Sporting lost again. Passos Ferreira scored a 93rd minute goal to level with Braga. Oh, we don't have a match in hand on Famalicão. Of course we don't, because Famalicão is unkillable. He's now able to perform well in his new position. Well, he's now a natural in his new position. So let's drop that and focus on working on other important parts of his game, like quickness. Conceição, Ruse missed opportunity. At least I can finally not get that question like, you have a terrible record against this manager, and you're, wow, this is a packed room. Nice. Despite being less than convincing defensively and conceding a number of efforts on goal, you came away with the result. I'm happy the way we played overall. And honestly, I am. Like, they're an incredibly talented team. We know that. They're a Champions League knockout level team. And we're here making the right plays, picking up dubs. You've shown little let up in a fantastic season. Look, we were in Europe last year. I'm surprised you guys are surprised that we're not in the relegation battle this time around, but I can't imagine any mind games were happening. Look, Sergio Conceição, I never had a huge issue with him. Other than the fact that you guys kept asking me about my record against Sergio Conceição, I never had an issue with him. That's the honest to goodness truth of the whole thing. This is the Asian Cup for Zhejiang. Heishin did not get called, which I'm plenty happy with. But I am a little surprised that Heishin didn't get called to the Chinese team for the Asian Cup. Like, who else are you calling if you're China? I don't know. And he has caps. It's not like he hasn't broken into the team yet. They just didn't call him up for the Asian Cup. I am offended on his behalf. Went to the shop and came back and we beat Porto. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. Did you get that fat touchline? Look at that with the A+. Yeah. You guys were worried. We're in the... I mean, look, we just, like, in 2 matches, boom, we're in the semifinals of the League Cup. Boom, we're 4th in the league with a win over Porto for the first time in club history. The first win over Porto in club history. They are unhappy with their training units not getting enough attention. That would be the defensive training unit, which means we just need to schedule a defensive training, and they'll be okay. Full day of defense, or full week of defensive training, and you guys will be all right. Matar Wade, oh baby. So 7.23 in the Portuguese 3rd Division 2 for Farzim. He's not a big goal scorer. That's okay. Still like what he's doing. Oh, yes. I can't believe we just beat Porto, dude. I was here, now I'm here. And then, you know, for me, that is a big... You know, it's a big move. Long-time YouTube watch, first-time Twitch viewer. Do you think coach changes or players have a greater impact on personality changes? I think coaches or players. I think players. Mentoring group and players are going to have a much bigger impact on coaching, on player personality. Coaches have a slow one over time, right? But one that isn't necessarily nearly as noticeable in the immediate term, where in one season a good mentoring group can really change the personality of a player. Hi, Zealand. Heeshin here. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Well, Heeshin, you can't really see it because you're only 5'3", and my face is all the way up here. Ha. It's all right. I love Heeshin. Where would we be without Heeshin being 5'3"? The world would still be in the Stone Age if Heeshin was not 5'3". You throw him up, I knock him down. You toss him to the side, I hit him across. Right? Forehand, backhand, home run, everything. Pretty sure that's darts. Betty Gady. He's very creative. His contract's also about to run out. It's like a highly regarded player who would demand a huge wage that I don't know if he's actually good enough for me to want to have him on my team, which is a little confusing for me. There's another Colombian defender. Dude, we've already had 3 class Colombian defenders come through. We've sold one. We have 2 starting right now. Boom, roasted. Do 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 do. Billy Herrera for loan to Toronto? No. Billy Herrera's just started to make first team appearances for us, and by all accounts actually has a ton of potential. David Polito's hitting that wave of improvement, which we love to see. Poor guy barely improved last year. He was wearing the number 12 shirt and it just didn't fit him. We put the number 12 shirt on Portilla, who can carry that weight. And David Polito's freed up and scored a goal from the run of play against Porto, so. There's Pablo Torre, the guy that everybody fell in love with. It's got this great potential. We just got released and not doing anything in particular. It's my fault. I'll make up for it. You're darn right you will. Extra sprints after practice. I miss the old days when Orozco was top of this, but Poulé Matimanye, he's 21. That's like 18 in goalkeeper years. Means he's finally about to hit his tidal wave of improvement. Oh, Stacy did throw a punch. It's okay. You're dropping frames. Like, yeah, I know. We dropped. The thing about the Stacy right now is it's a very quick spike. So if it weirds out for a second, we're back. We're okay. Stacy hits some very quick punches. It's like that 3-inch punch, you know? It's one of them. Currently once an hour, which is fine. It's okay. We are alive. Dylan Bezop, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subscribers section of the Discord to take full advantage of being in an elite online gaming community. Completely necessary. My PC is trash, so I play on 2D. That's the life. It's cool that in the game like this, you can. A game that can take a lot to run in a game, like that you can run it like that. Okay, we're going to get to the 4th before our next match. Well, I guess Chavez is like the 6th, I think. We get our 14-day break where everybody's able to reset their jadedness after 2 matches in 3 days. Stacy's a Porto Ultra. She was just a little upset that we finally taught them a lesson in humility. Yeah. Ooh. Big nose, Zolt Bogdan. What's your name? Zolt. Love it. The Hungarians, naming, fantastic. Hello, Al-Wali. I'm going to need more details on that potential, unfortunately. Zlosi Lunga. He's kind of a goal scorer. He doesn't play in the right position on the Orlando Pirates, which means he's going to want some serious money because that league has a lot of money in it. Well, has inflated wages. Vitor Salvador needs another scout. Song Jun needs another scout. Alessandro Sciano does deserve another scout. This dude's 17 and he's just fantastic. Carl Jakob Hein. Okay. I don't think we'd ever sign you, but you are good. You deserve appreciation for the fact that you are good. You're not scouting the A-League. Thanks for playing. End of contract, Luis Palacios. Got it. He's already there, man. That's why we're watching all of this. He's in a contract guy. We just found a 16-year-old on Maritimo. Huge. Peter Braithwaite. If he's anything like the other Braithwaite, he'll be the number 9 at Barcelona in no time. Ads Rosendahl. Oh, you're already there. Jean Rickner Bellegarde. Already on the list. Igor Silva. Already on a short list. Could boost our number of homegrown players. You don't say. We're only a little short on those. Surprised at the number of people that we don't have that are grown in nation. It's not like we're ridiculously short on players that were developed in Portugal. The Martinique guys' contracts expiring. Everybody's contracts expiring. It's amazing. It's like a party. And one more. This is the life we lead. Because we're about to get up to that line where it's like you can now sign everybody and their mother. Who are the 3 players going in international duty? What's that about? I get Zhou Zhang going to the Asian Cup for China, but like, who else? They always ask Z what to do and never Z how do you do. No, they do ask that. Honestly, a lot. You guys do ask me how I'm doing all the time. I geeked, but it's Appia. Oh, it's Appia and Sawadogo for the AFCON. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. No, it's not Appia. It's Sawadogo and Jules Keita for Guinea. You don't remember him because he's been hurt for the last month and a half, but he is going to be ready. Oh, Salazar and Mejia for the Colombian U20s. I hate this tournament. It steals my... I have to let him go or else they'll be mad, but it steals my best players for a while. I'm going to be out of center back. I'm going to have to get that Israeli guy in and start starting him. Because Salazar actually freaking, like, every game starter for me. This is going to be a problem. Because that tournament, freaking Colombia won the dang thing last time, so I had to wait until the end of the tournament for them to come back. I remember this tournament 2 years ago. I remember it very well. The South American U17 whatever nonsense they've got going on. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna need another center back. I am not starting Kean Harries every game. That's not happening. The moment it becomes available to purchase that Israeli center back, we're bringing him in and he's starting every game until Salazar gets back. We need the money. Shift it over. That's what we're doing. Had my first jab. Got Pfizer. Nice, Ben. Congratulations. You should feel okay for the most rest of today. This is the second one that did me in. Reynaldinho, thank you for the 4 months in the Twitch Prime. You're working your way to that silver bacon. You spent $20 of Jeff Bezos money and the bacon still looks good. Still not improving at all. It's really just sad at this point. 2 new physios, 2 new scouts, and a loan manager is now possible. Okay. Cool. Let's go get those 2 new scouts then. Do 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 do. Hello. Hello. Matej Seckinger. This French lad who just wanted to be my chief scout for as long as he can remember. He grew up. He was like, I want to be the chief scout of Oriental Dragon. That's what I want in my life. Stuart Harvey. Josh Marsh. Look, it's Harvey Barnes. Oh my God, it's just getting paid out the wazoo over here. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But it's worth it for a good scouting team. Oh, heavens me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it! Oh, Joe Monks. I've tried to sign you so many times. Oh, Larson's not on a team. That's... Larson, I mean, he doesn't have any compensation, which still makes him cheaper than most of these other guys that we're trying to sign. Just take the 150. Really? 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 That's how you really feel? Be an assistant coach and get paid $300,000. There's no way in a million years I can convince you to do this job. Same with that. It's like I'm chopped liver. It's like that doesn't even exist. When was the last time I found somebody that wanted to be a scout? Thank you so much. The dude from Mexico would like to actually do the job I'm asking about. Grant Viech. I mean, we should be able to. We can give him a monster pay raise. So how much he's getting paid now with the compensation and everything. He's still cheaper than a lot of the other guys we're working with. Hey, do you want to come be a scout at Oriental Dragon in Portugal instead of the chief scout at Cape Town City? This is your chance. This is your chance to be something really special, man. Not quite sure exactly what that is, but it is your chance. Medical team, we got 2 new physios, which a little easier, just 20 physiotherapy and general language spoken Portuguese. Cool. Pedro Moreira, nice. Very reasonable request. Very, very reasonable request. Yeah, I love this. Should be able to get Nelson Valente, right? Other guy I'm not quite sure about. Fine. Like, I don't think we'll be able to talk him down. This will be one heck of a negotiation. Yeah. Okay. You have to take somebody that can't speak Portuguese. Honestly, just it makes me so sad. Well, a Colombian, though. Colombian's a pretty solid move. We have to up his pay a lot so that he agrees to move to... here, Marsh. So this is not, no, that's not one of the 2 scouts that we just never wrapped up. Oh, Grant Veitch is like abso-freaking-lutely. I'm in. Veitch is in. He agreed to it the same day that we sent the offer, and he's like, yes, yeah, that one, yes. Rikuk Choi joins. Our North Korean joins the club. Yes. Key steals everywhere. We're gonna put him in the same team as Kim Sun-chuk, who is from South Korea, and we're just gonna make the world a better place, guys. That's just what we're here to do. All pace and dribbling. You must be fun at parties. I observed Sarek Kyberkov. Okay. Maybe. We're definitely going to prioritize this dude. As we should. Because there is a small... There is a chance there's a chance that we just found Borat. Oh, Facundo Farias actually interested in playing for me. Interesting. Dude at Brighton's like, hey, I would like to play for you. That sounds fun. Started scouting Francisco Souza. Well, now that we know he's playing out that good or really ever going to be that good, we can go ahead and cancel that scouting trip to Sim Jaziri. Glad that we finally got to that one. It's one of those we had to take the long way too, but we were excited to see what he'd have. How many Cape Verdeans are there that are on their that are running up on an into contract? It's not in the market for keepers right now, to be honest. It's just it's a position that I'm just not in the market for. Bernardo Vidal, I am really sorry. From what I can see, he's just not a guy I like. Raul Boca started scouting. Good. Okay. Antif Sangui is... He's a pace merchant center back. We had him on the team, and he didn't actually... He wasn't guaranteed starts. How is there a guy in the scouting center already? You, prioritize. Thank you. Almost done scouting Walter Mabasso. Really should have canceled that assignment. The dude's going to be able to join the club regardless. Save our scouts some time. Hashtag save the scouts some time. Fragman Puig dollars raking in those Eastern European peeps. It's true. Do you know Kazakhstan is third in UEFA in futsal? Really? Obviously, I did not know that. Hold on, we need to set our new lad. Yeah, you're not good enough. Vladimir Gerardo. All right, look at the potential. We see 19-year-old Alexei Gushkov, who is now available on an end of contract and would want a wage that is pretty high. Also like to be an important player, and his adaptability sucks, and so you do have to pay a premium for guys like this. Thanos Artemi. Now this guy is also just fun. I mean, this dude can fly. 21-year-old Cypriot, he wants money. These guys have ambition. That's why their contract is running down to begin with. I do well to keep that in mind. Ja Brito. That is more reasonable, my man. This is a guy I can get behind. Impact sub. This is a guy I can get behind signing on to a more significant contract. Oh my god. 93? Kind of butchered that a little bit. 93,000 for a guy that... I mean, look, we can get an into contract deal in here for a guy that is Portuguese, that has a high ceiling. We don't have to pay for him. Why, like... We definitely could have got that down to the 80s to 70s. We went too low with the first one. Are we scouting Guskov right now? I mean, no, we have all the information on Guskov. So let's use... He's 20 flair. Oh my god, he's got 20 flair? Oh my god. A dribbling, first touch, technique, decision making is solid. He moves well. I believe this guy is a really good player. He's about to turn 20 years old, and so there's only as much as you see. but this guy is an insanely creative force. He's not that bad at defense. He'd be an offensive central midfielder, obviously, if we did sign him up. His dribbling's good. His agility means he has something that creates separation, his agility. He doesn't have acceleration. His pace is fine. Works plenty hard. He's a team player, which is fun with the flair. He's just a fun player to watch. Him or Thanos Artemi, who we're waiting on, are going to go try and expedite that scouting report. Yeah, yes, snap right back to the top. That is, after all, what I told you to do. We'll expedite Thanos Artemi, but I think Guskov might be, There's no way he takes that. Yeah, he's gonna be mad. This is a bit of a risk, but I really can't give this guy important player playing time. Locked in a 4-year deal. He wants a significant contract. No yearly salary raise. I'll add some clauses. Relegation release clause of 0 is one that we're obviously always comfortable with. If you hit 20 goals and assists, I'll give you a payout. A really juicy $70,000 payout if you hit that mark. Please don't be like, I want 450,000. Minimum fee release clause for foreign clubs? Absolutely not. One of the highest paid players. He'd be one of the higher paid players in the team right now. At 273, which he's not going to take. Yeah, dude. This Corral Molly's negotiating is a little rough and tumble. After you play 30 league games, we will bump your wage to like 350. $299. Yo, Vintage, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Hammers. Tired New Yorker, thank you for the tier 1. You guys both have the bacon, the emotes, access to the subsection of the Discord. Use it. And Nick Biggles, thank you for the 8 months for the Twitch Prime. Alexei Guskov for $375,000 a year. It's second highest on the team, I think. That is second highest on the team. Behind Daver Polito at the moment. But we'll be getting rid of Jules Keita hopefully after this season, and Kean Harry's contract is coming up. We are entering kind of a new tax bracket in terms of the wages we have to pay for players anyways. Yaya Maleje won't be renewing his contract. Let's actually take a look at this. We have Castellanos who's leaving. We know that. Let's take David Thompson and just re-up this contract because David, while he is never going to be a regular starter for the team, is somebody that I like having around. He's a big lad. He knows the system. He knows the boys that he plays around. And a 5-year deal is not out of the realm here. Thiago Ferreira was literally signed as an emergency backup for 1 season, so no. The Johan Madrid re-upping, as long as we keep it around that. How about when you're 33, you become a regular starter? No? Okay, we'll renegotiate that later. Maleje, Keita, and Harry's are all going to leave. at the end of the year, which clears up some dudes that are eating serious wage. I like how that was the next screen. Any high potential younger guys that we should consider snapping? I don't think Helder Mendez really improved at all. Much. Rice, Frawley. Richard, Tete, Zacharias only got a 6.66 with the B team. That's pretty terrible. Frawley's on a 7.01. Adrisa Kamara is on a 6.71. Dude, I don't think the B team's gonna get up again. Abdul Karim Badri. At least he has a 6.91. Long Sen Cow is gonna leave. Our Macau winger. He got hurt a couple times. It was never meant to be. Oh, and Matt Butcher and Aziz Ashtiwi are going to be off the books too. But Butcher in particular, they don't eat up much. They don't eat up much. They're not a problem. How we getting on? Still Dragons? Oh yeah, dude. We just beat Porto. We're waiting to get all these players in. It's going to be fun. We've got a stack of players, including a North Korean, that are about to join the club. We've got some negotiating we need to do to get 2 players in, an Australian and
Austin FC are going to do in their first season?
I think you get a lot of energy in your first season. This is a new team in the MLS, by the way, Austin FC in Texas. I think you get a lot of energy out of being in your first season, and so I think that they'll have that kind of driving them on. Second season is when you should be more worried. I think first season they'll be around, Dave. Thank you for the 14 months, by the way. You absolute beast. Wait, you beat Porto. Why? Why are you acting so surprised, man? Why are we so surprised about this? Of course we beat Porto. Right? 2-0. Easy. A transfer for Alexei Guskov's become public knowledge. The player in question can now become harder to sign, right? That's how that works. Yojan Julio. I think we've decided that he's not good enough for us to go rolling the dice to sign. Oh, Braga and Passos Ferreira have also made offers for João Brito, so we are not the only person that's feeling that signing. Well, we got on it as early as we could. You know, we've done what we could. Millionaires Club? Wait, what? What just happened? What achievement is that? Oh, I've earned over $1 million in my career. It only took seven seasons. You know what? Shouldn't say that. I'm happy, right? I am happy we have $1 million now. I can finally go buy that house or something. Cho Jae-hyuk. There are a lot of South Koreans that got a chance to be good. A lot of South Koreans that we are interested in signing. Ricardo Vanegas. I mean, look. Ultimate pace merchant here. Look at my acceleration and agility and the fact that my pace isn't even actually that good. Oh my goodness. I'm unbelievable. Ahmed Al-Amad. I mean, come on, dude's Syrian. Why are you telling me I'm not going to sign this guy? You clearly have never met me. This guy shouldn't have come into my scouting report. He should have come straight into my team. 5-year deal. That's that contract. Let's get him out of the war zone first, and then we'll talk. Let's get Ayman Al-Ahmad out of the war zone, put him on the B team, then we'll deal with this later. Okay. I want to get our boy out of the war zone. Hey, this scouting reports look good. Let's get him out of the war zone, and then we'll deal with it, okay? Out of the war zone. Those of you looking for information on what personalities mean, thank you for grabbing that, Pwn Sorter. 1 million Zimbabwe dollars, so like 2 actual dollars, dude? Wow, that's a lot of money. So this guy is available, end of contract, right? A no-nonsense center back, seems to have decent athleticism. This marking is terrible. But that's okay. We should prioritize him now. I swear we just went through you.
Literally just. Oh, we're in Brazil right now. Nice. Yeah, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. I'm not a bailout for you, okay? I'm not a charity where... Oh, Ryan Gauld. Scottish legend, Ryan Gauld. Discarded scouting Anis Jabala. Signing a youth contract at Tunis. I think we know at this point that he's not a world beater, and so enough of that nonsense. He's approaching the end of his contract. Isn't everybody? That is part of the fun of this time of year. Reece has just been offered a new contract. Good for Mauricio. These are, you know... I think I'm about to make this huge move for him. Okay. It was De Grazia. The Argentine. We want to prioritize this scouting move so that we can know whether we should sign him or not. And Fanos Artemi, of course. Muharrem Karakaya is actually that good. Much worse passer than I thought he was. There's my random thought of the day. Afternoon Zine, how's the stream been so far, dude? We qualified for the League Cup semifinals out of nowhere with a 3-1 win on a hat trick from Anusa Sawadogo. Right? We qualified for the semifinals of the League Cup. And then after that, oh, come on. You don't like endurance training? What do you like exactly? I feel like we've been looking for a little while and we haven't found something that you like. Igor Oh, Belarusian Player of the Year. I was like, he did not just win World Player of the Year. This dude's a 21-year-old Belarusian. And you know we're tracking him. Of course we're tracking him. And then we beat Porto. So... he's been Ryan Silver in his career so far. Ryan Gold, when he was 17, was a hot shot in FM, man. Gold was the Scottish dude you picked up in FM at that time. How's college going? It's great. I've got law class in an hour and a half. Well, 2 hours. I have to make sure I can get there. Do the TV rights go up with the reputation of the league? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Hey, can anyone help me with the new gen face pack? Everything works except I cannot apply the filter within the game. It doesn't show up. Yeah, if you're not on FM21, the filter will not show up in the game. Do you drive? No. I walk, which is interesting because as weird as this may sound, there's a snowstorm going on outside today. I know that's probably not what you expect. No, this guy should not go to Ashanti Gold. That ends any chance he has of being a legit player. I refuse to let that happen, okay? I'll leave the escalators because this guy's he's not getting first team games, but this guy's too good to go play at Ashanti Gold, okay? I don't care if he turns into a life or B team player. He hasn't shown me a lot of development, but he's not going to Ashanti Gold. We're not losing him to Ashanti Gold. He's playing in the 5th division of Portugal, and he's going to like it. Honestly, the level of the 5th division of Portugal is probably fairly similar to the Ghanaian Premier League anyways. Sonic Boomer, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you for spending $5 of Jeff Bezos money. Wait, a snowstorm? Yeah. Like, snow and stuff. All on the ground. On my car. There's no way. Is there a way for me to do this? Maybe. Hold on. Let me see if this reaches. You gotta get creative here. Oh. No. Actually, this will work. You'll be able. Okay, this is gonna be very disorienting. I want everybody to just like batten down the hatches, okay? This is going to be disorienting if you get like motion sickness pretty quickly. All right, this is this camera. Those are my fingers, right? Here we go. Move very slowly. All right, and then it'll change. Snowstorm in April. Frickin' snowstorm, dude. What is this? It's still coming down in a sheet right now. This is my life. I have to walk to class in that. I have to walk to class in that. Wild stuff, dude. There, that will help. And he breaks everything. Right at the last hurdle. I messed it up at exactly the last hurdle. That's a shame. Knocked my poor light over again. My light is taking some serious abuse recently. The best part about showing people a snowstorm is it's like, oh, that reminds me of the time when wherever I live was a hard place to live, you know. What kind of car do you drive? Toyota Camry, thanks for asking. Found your channel a few days ago. You're super fun to watch. Cheers from Uruguay. Gracias. Much love to Montevideo. In Russia, storm snows you. Okay. I can vibe with that. End of contracts are now available. Prepare to trial more people than you've ever trialed in your whole life. Tired New Yorker with the $2 donation. What's it say, though? What are those? Do 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 do. Opposition report. Vertical tiki taka. Nice. Nice. We give up so like, our goals per game and XG per game is like dead even, which I feel like is a little bad. Conceded per game is just wrong. We're one of the worst teams defensively in the league in terms of goals allowed. How did that make any sense? Nelson Valente, welcome to the team. Could lose Matty Manye because of release clause. Oh god, I forgot his minute. I honestly forgot he had a release clause in his contract at all. Okay, cool. We might be about to lose him. Wait, now well. We lack the financial muscle. It's just because you want to play in the freaking Chinese league. Tong. We lack the financial muscle to counter a Chinese team. Yeah, you're right about that. We weren't the head coach of the month? There's a head coach of the month award? We were head coach of the year last year. That was pretty sweet. And now Matty Manya is like, oh, oh, it's because it's Liverpool. Of course. Our asking price is suspiciously just below the release clause, Liverpool. Very suspicious. And Salazar on international duty. Okay. As of right now, that means Kean Harries gets the start at right center back with no backup center backs of the team. Actually, do we even have Billy Herrera registered for the league? I feel like we don't. Billy Herrera should be. Who do we drop? Because there's always like some random weird dude that we have registered that I have to actually pull up my other teams to see. Moises Deniz, who must stay registered. We all understand that. Fayini Suleiman is not a guy that should stay registered. Farabam must stay registered 100%. Get in Yi Bin. All right, that helps. You need to set up our scouts as well. We have two new scouts. Oh. This guy's kind of old, though. But still, oh. Rodrigo Samniego is a very knowledgeable Central American scout. We do not have a Central American scout, and so you are headed to Central America, Rodrigo. It is basically time. Scouting assignments. Create region. Central America. Transfer. We are looking for potential ability of very good, and you are go until finished. I don't think you'll. It takes a very long time to actually completely finish one of those reports. And Grand Feich, I don't believe we have a South African scout, despite the fact that because of scouting international competitions at various points in other locations, we have come out with some good South African players. And so you are South African, my friend. You get a Southern Africa scouting assignment. Looking for current potential ability of very good. This time we are going to remember to put the age on here. Is it most? And there we go. And now down to Central America. And age is at most 23. There we go. Onward and upward. Now, shortlist. End of contract. This is everybody. Hello. Join me. Join me for a trial of your dreams. It'll be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. So Tired New Yorkers had just won the Europa League with a Hungarian side, Academia. Only 8 years into the save, figured I'd celebrate by joining the elite online gaming community. Well, Tired New Yorker, congratulations on that. That's it. For Hungary, man. Yeah, Tong Wenjun. We honestly weren't far away from having the financial resources to afford that guy, but what a needy little, what a needy dude. I mean, seriously. Did you do the lookup? Hot prospect at Brøndby. Oh, I did not. Shoot. We were so not on top of it today already. Hot prospect at Brøndby IF. What did I miss? We beat Porto and we qualified for the League Cup semifinals. So this season is looking up to an outrageous extent. We're top 4 into the winter break this time, which means even with all of our European competition, we've managed to slot ourselves in at 4th position in the league, which is nice. It's after 14 matches. What we're now playing for is to try and actually somehow catch up to, I mean, how much money do you want? Nothing? Because I can pay basically nothing for a guy that's pretty decent for B team level. And Giannis Benali kind of counts as the same thing. See, I'd rather fill out my U team. Oh, don't. Okay, yeah. He was saying he was going to ask for a boatload of money, but now I guess because he's not at a club, he's not asking for a boatload of money. Like, this is an nice U19 team with guys that actually have a small chance to play somewhere for you. You just don't have the potential we're looking for. Adrian Solis, you were at Alianza Petrolera in Colombia. We can't trust the requested amount of money. Yeah, you don't want anything. We can round out our whole B teams and youth teams with this wall of trialists. Mateo Pereira is a fullback with 2 to 5. I mean, that's pretty terrible. But he's got youth caps for the Uruguayan national team. Maybe for our new Uruguayan friend, you know. Oh my. Run. Ah! We'd had far too much luck with getting good deals from people. He's going to want just an outrageous amount of money, too, yeah. Gabriel Sara. Why am I saying it's Gabriel? I was right. Yeah, it was a long wait. for Nogueira. It's like 2 years waiting for him to get to the end of his contract, and he's not quite good enough right now. Contract stalemate with Barrientos? Not really. I feel like we could do a new deal right now. With a minimum fee release clause of 900,000? No. No, we're not doing that deal. We are waiting until we get another reputation boost, and you are not getting a release clause under $1 million, you incredibly good center back. No. Absolutely not. Tonight I have spaghetti. Dude, I had spaghetti for lunch and dinner yesterday. That's the way to live. Oh, he just got called to the Asian Cup. Wasn't even actually in the Asian Cup. Well, Peelier just broke. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment of silence for legend Robin Peelier, who has broken his ankle today. Thank you. I know this is going to hit a lot of us very hard. Robin Peelier has broken his ankle today, and he's out 2 to 3 months. The U19 team will quite simply never be the same. This guy is not getting a release clause of 900,000. That's ridiculous. He has no release clause this contract right now. We're getting to the end of the season, and we are going to, we are going to get a new contract on him that has a reasonable, at least a reasonable release clause. Hopefully no release clause in it. Come on. 900,000? So, that's ridiculous. He's so good. He was playing basketball with James Harden, equals, of course, on the court. And his step back was so good that it was the real ankle breaker. He broke his own ankles on the court, throwing down with James Harden, because he's Robin Peelier, and that is just what he does. Robin Peelier, stranger than fiction. What does 20 Flair look like in the match engine exactly? I can't say I've ever had a 20 Flair player. I don't know what to expect, and I guess that's the point. You just don't know what to expect. Talking about the Czech guy we're trying to end a contract sign. Yeah, rainstorms, like, I'll get him back soon, boss. Thank you. Our physiotherapy staff's honestly been pretty good. Our injuries have been early returns. Who's the leader of our physio staff? I actually don't know. I don't remember. Whoever it was joined our staff so long ago. They're part of the wallpaper. Is that really all he wants in wage? I find that hard to believe. Intensive language course guaranteed. This is fun. Our negotiations can tell. Leave the escalators in for Grondona. But I'd like to sign him as well. Miguel Subalaga and all right, there's an update from our press officer on Augustine Grondona, fortunately for us. Let's look at our short list, maybe here, and then transfer reports. Like Maxwell Appia, the goalkeeper. All the compensations, fat. Placed unsure. Contract expires the next 6 months. Vargas Bunjaku. Is he actually even playing? No. It's weird. I don't like picking up somebody that can't play at that level. Agnes Peterson He looks terrible. Jeremy Alana. I thought I had to sneeze there for a second. Now I'm all confused. Little bit too much money for me to throw myself into that. Lindegaard, and then we had Admir Hasanovic. Lindegaard has a lot of time. He just turned 17. Really unathletic. It's all right. Interest has been sufficiently drummed up. And Alexander Lindegaard. We're building youth teams with this. That's what we're doing. How much money does Magnus Peterson want? He doesn't want to, you know, if we're talking under 30. Oh, it's a little high for a guy that really doesn't look very good. Automatic contract extension. Bane of my freaking existence, man. Oh yeah, Union de San Felipe is not keeping a hold of him, Yake Digger. Oh, he starts to lose interest after 3 or 4 seasons. Well, you need to pick a harder challenge then. Something that maintains your interest. You're trying to achieve something that takes, you know, more than a few seasons, essentially. Ooh, Jose Flores finally. Kim Yong-jong. Kind of got to scout him though, because he's on a month-to-month. Both these guys are on month-to-months. So we kind of have to scout them. Alco Dardai's 27-year-old winger. His versatility is why we're going to scout him. Johnny Irvine. When dudes in the North Irish League and can step into the first team when needed. That's interesting enough to me. Quality to the first team. A 20-year-old from Besiktas. So many different directions we're going today. Oh, okay. David Lobszewski. Dude, he just turned 16. He was born in 2010. It's January 2nd, 2027. He was born in 2010. I think we might move on this guy really fast. I think we throw him right at the top of the priority list. You know, so he's on the top of the list for whatever scout we're working with. We work off this guy really fast. Hakeem Khaled. He wants too much money, which means we're gonna have to wait and see if he's worth it. You don't look that good either. Chat, I'm excited about that guy. You show us the league table? Yes. Yeah. Let me just get through these last 7 dudes. That's a scout. Better player in the first team. Under $1 million on the transfer. Gaius Makuda. Better player in the first team is always very operative. End of the contract is the only time that we're interested in somebody who could be around the team. And approaching the end of his contract. Perpetually and until the end of time, they are approaching the end of their contract. All right, here is the league table. We are 4th after our win over Porto, which means we have, despite being in Europe, played our way into European positions. We're feeling good about it. Got a match in hand on kind of the chasing pack. And we do have Brøndby IF hot prospect, which is Anders Peterson. The man is an ultimate team player. He's a 16-year-old with incredible tackling. Hopefully decent athleticism. He's like halfway to 17 right now. We're going to throw a scout on Anders Peterson, the Brøndby IF hot prospect that we were redeemed to look up ages ago. Yo, big man with a gifted sub to Claus, by the way. Hello. Hello with the gifted. Oh, Akanya's on the move. Duvon Zapata, yeah, I don't think he needed to be on our short list anymore. To be honest, Joel Carvalho should be. He's good. Paulo Bernardo is not a guy we'll be able to sign, and Yusuf Poulsen was also on our short list just because we thought we had a shot. We were wrong. A little report coming in. Ming Sheng Sheng. Oh, this dude is actually... How many good Chinese players are there and why? Is another important question we need to ask ourselves. How many good Chinese players are there and why? Yeah, we know these dudes they just stay under contract. They just don't leave. Unless the club actually wants to get rid of them, which is just not something that happens. Like, we can't offer anything for Zhao Shou. Even though he's not under contract, they haven't negotiated a new one. We just can't put any offer in for him, and that's it. What database size and countries you saw? I mean, I have an incredible scouting program to get so many, my database has almost 400,000 players in it at this point. But I started with about 220. It's actually uploaded to the Steam score. It's called Big Chungus or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But it's a lot of leagues, some on view only. Like, I like to have every league loaded, but a lot on view only, like Malaysia, Indonesia. We don't need full league operation. I'm never going to play there. I'm never going to be interacting with it in a major way. Tariq Mitchell. Hello. Tariq Mitchell, a 19-year-old Brazilian who is apparently good. I'd take that deal right now. And you're basically thinking that that's what you want. Okay. Geronimo Mojan. Ayman Alamad, the Syrian, joining us. Geronimo Motions, 19-year-old Argentinian goalkeeper who... Let's leave the trial. If he's in the low end of that potential, we won't do anything. You, off the end of contract list. Thank you for playing. Giorgio Kucha. Not going to get involved in that. Mejia, every team in Colombia wants that guy on loan right now. Daniel Antosh is free right now. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? How was your career at Apollon after we sold you for nothing? We let you go for free. I was kind of hoping that would be evidence of deal making. It was the exact opposite. Can you explain the logic behind having youth teams filled with players you're realistically never going to play? Considering how many players you're paying $30,000 a year, it seems like you give big contracts and buy a couple of players that could actually improve the team. Yeah, Bob. So the idea behind signing a lot of these guys for cheap contracts that have an opportunity to play is that a couple of them will actually explode. So one of the guys that we signed on the similar premise was Kim Chun-suk, who is actually going to be worth some serious money because he is improving like an absolute madman. Another guy that we signed along this same premise was Victor Orozco, who after 1 year of just ridiculous training performances found his way into the first team. And another premise is that a lot of these guys will play with the B team, and the idea is to try and get them promoted to the most competitive league possible. And that's kind of, which allows our other players that we're really trying to develop, like Richard Tete Zakaria being re-signed. The entire idea is that he will be able to contribute to the B team's promotion to higher leagues, because even though the league, you can't see it, it is occurring, and you can see the stats on their stat page, so you kind of know how it's going, but you can't see like a league table, which can get a little annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. That's the idea, though. That's why we sign these guys for these low deals, because we want to have these full, robust youth teams to give the authentic experience to
Seen
players
any Chinese
developing.
ninjas jumping around lately?
You know, I was waiting for somebody to bring this up. I've been waiting for somebody to bring this up for a long time. Are you ready? 15 basic facts most people don't know about the actual history of ninjas. Ninja roots came from China. Okay, after the Tang Dynasty collapsed in 907, some of the generals fled to Japan, and in the 1020s, Chinese monks followed, carrying their own new ideas along with them. The resulting blend of tactics and philosophies had a huge influence on Japan. Shinobi and ninja didn't mean the same thing. Oh my god. Zealand was right. And I've been waiting for somebody to bring up the ninja thing. White, thank you. Boom! You know, there's a statement in politics where if you're arguing procedure, see, it's a legit company. I knew I had to Google this or else people would just be saying that I was lying, but it's a completely legitimate company. The website and a fun fact about how ninjas originated from Chinese culture that then came over to Japan and influenced that creation. They just didn't call them ninjas in China. So technically I was wrong, but I was also technically right. And that is what we're choosing to focus on here today. White, thank you for the 4 months, and thank you so much. I've been waiting like a week and a half on that bookmark about the ninja debate to bring it back up. Yes! There was streams being funded by Big Ranker. U-Space got the real inside track there. China created gunpowder. So it's got that going for it. Here it is. There they are. We got them. Stephen Mohammed. This guy's terrible. Mr. FM Twitch. Thank you so much for the raid. Throw this guy in the U19s. That was a strikeout on an end of contract. Now we have Holland Soretto. Look at that versatility. Look at this guy. Look at all the things that this guy can do for you. Defend the raid. Bob, it would be an interesting discussion, and obviously for most of this save, we have not populated our youth teams at all. And so it is a step towards getting to that next level. But Mr. FM Twitch, thank you. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank ranker.com, who we're definitely not sponsored by, Chad Brown. Chad. Passing. Please. No, dude. It's over. Let's just stop playing the save now. He's not good. He's not nearly as good as we thought. He's really actually quite bad. He's quite terrible. Straight to the B team with you. I never want to see you again, Reece. Cook Choi. To the B team you go. Sam Asare. How'd you end up? Turning out. Straight out of Ashanti Gold with another midfielder. He doesn't look like he has a lot of potential. Let's throw him in the B team. And yet, I feel like this guy should be in the U23s, and we kind of focus on his training a little bit. See if we can up that work rate. Henry Sunday, 18-year-old Nigerian poacher. His ball control needs some work. Well, his everything needs some work, but his ball control really needs some work. Jose Matias. This dude's just a legit player immediately for me at 18 years old. Straight out of De Agosto in Angola. Could still improve, but not allegedly. Not really. Straight into the first team. Okay. Completely legitimate holding midfield option for the first team immediately. That's pretty wild, honestly. That is.
What did you do to my boy Wonder? I'll have your Jaffa cakes for this.
No, you wouldn't dare take my Jaffa cakes. We need another center back in the B team. Looks like Amados Mitch is headed there because his potential's terrible. Jarrell Holmberg's actually good. Oh my god. His potential's better than the North Korean. Singaporean Jarrell Holmberg. Are you planning on making a tutorial about searching players using trial? I've used it before about how to use it. Great leader inbound. Dude, honestly, that 18-year-old Angolan stepping. He's stepping. He came up in the U.S. He was born in Union City, New Jersey. I'm going, you know, you can have any last name in the United States. And one of the fun things is the more the United States exists, you can have any last name in the United States almost and have any appearance. And you just kind of go, that makes sense. And, you know, it's like, obviously, the last name part of his family is originally from Sweden somewhere down the line, but you don't know how far back that is, right? Obviously, part of his family is also from Singapore to the point that he's Singaporean. So, I wish we could put him in the U19s. That's the level he should be playing at. He's really not bad. His passing being 6 is the biggest problem here. He's really not bad. All right, time to welcome them. Pule, you're about to get a huge, like, your shoulder is going to be sore after this. Pule, welcome him again, and then welcome Brown. Okay. And then Appy is going to welcome Asare, who's honestly not incredibly far off first team level. Now, Henry Sunday is. Appia is going to, I don't even remember who he's welcoming there. And then because you speak French, you get to welcome all the other people. Apparently, Rikuk Choi speaks French, but we just don't have anybody else to welcome him. And Soretto, hey, he's happy to help in any way he can because he's just a great guy. Big signings all around. Oyvind Burak for 13,000 a year. Giannis Benali for 12,000. Adrian Solis for 18,000. That is very, very, very close to 1.3 million. Oh, you only want $6 million for Shasho? Yeah, that makes sense. Turn that down. And we aren't going to get mad because that's not Liverpool making an offer. That's somebody else making an offer. Right, Pule? Right. Okay, Pule. There we go. Would you go to New York Red Bull game in the summer? Maybe. Wish there was an apply all to welcome messages. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be very nice. Burak sucks. Benali actually has potential. Adrian Solis is, I mean, high finishing. Get you on that B team, Adrian. Giannis Benali and both you guys go to the U19s. Our U19s team is just depraved. There's nobody there. Hey, Pule, I know you've...
Eat one of your frozen Jaffa cakes on stream, you lunatic.
Why, man? Why we got to do it like this? We got to do this in public? Pedro Ramirez for 925,000. Oh, he actually had like roof potential. We'd be going for that. Because this dude is a problem. He's big. His ball control is insane. His athleticism is insane, but he's never going to get any better. It's not worth me blowing my like budget on somebody who's just not going to get any better. One of the better players in the first team. Okay. Got to kind of prune this list. And we're going very hard in the paint on our scouting work and our team building work in this transfer window. This dude's playing for Abidjan. Probably not worth it, right? Because he's in the prime of his career playing in Africa. But then again, we have signed multiple first team players out of Africa over the years. We did land Guskov. Oh, that's a lot of money, dude. Oh. It's a lot of money. Hey, can we improve the youth facilities? Just, you know, I figured I'd ask. Welcome back, Mosta Farm, by the way. I'm reading the opinions, chat. I'm reading the opinions. Yeah, problem is he's a big wage guy. He'd pick up the second biggest wage in our team. That's why I'm considering not doing it. He'd pick up the second biggest wage on our team. He does fit the system. He has the stamina, work rate, and general tackling and such to play as an attacking central midfielder. So he does kind of fit in the system. He's got agility to create separation, to be able to make passes. His ball control is good enough to create that separation too. Even though he's not fast, he's quick in his change of direction, which is good. Like, he needs something. You know, even if he's not going to go on long runs to get the ball and make things happen. Oh. Oh, it's a fat amount of money, dude. But it's 90,000, a little bit of compensation, $90,000 worth of compensation over, like 1.2 million over 4 years. But I think he's the type of guy that can help elevate our game. I do think he's the type of guy that can help elevate our game. How much would you want for a buy now? 450,000. You're ridiculous. We've accepted our youth facility work, which is awesome. Enthusiastic fullback. He's just not athletic. He also doesn't want to join me, and I don't care. Paul Roca. Peru is all the. It's all El Dorado. It's not real. It's a bunch of illusionists. You've won the last 3 matches against Chavez. Gives us confidence, of course. Think we got a good chance. Transfer window's open, bringing speculation over our plans. I'm always working to improve the team, for sure. What do you feel the squad could do with strengthening? I'm not going to talk about transfer policy, though, and I am happy with the team we have right now. We assert ourselves physically, and we work hard to be good on offense. I'll pick the team that gives us the best chance of winning overall. Time to look at some other things, which would be inactive deals like Walter Mabasso, buy now. Oh, that is our transfer budget, dude. That is literally our entire transfer budget to buy him now. What about the center back? Ala Amara. It's gonna be like 450,000. Yeah. I don't want to spend my whole transfer budget to make that happen. I don't think it's worth the entire spending power we would have the rest of the window to get 6 more months with him. Salazar's on international duty at the South American U18, whatever. We're currently building better youth and training facilities, though, so this is kind of a dream. We're doing a good job improving the club. We're doing a good job improving the club. The board is seeing the light in terms of the amount of money that we have and how we should use it. We need a defensive midfielder immediately. I can think of nobody better than the new dude, Jose Matias. We then have to find somebody else to drop from our squad registration, which is not hard to do. How about Yeben? Really shouldn't be Yeben, though. It should be Paul Rafferty. That's such a dude. That's normally it's like 50, 100,000 to buy somebody early. Now it's $500,000. It'd be like the 4th biggest transfer in the history of the club, and it's to buy a guy early after we've already signed an end of contract. That's ridiculous. He bends in the bin. No, he fits into registration better because he's a homegrown Portuguese player. Stewart FM with the 5 months. Thank you for being a part of the Hammers, my dude. Current crop of players out on loan. How's Mika Westerholm? Still pretending he has no potential. Wade is consistently improved better than him. Damian is going to be 30 years old, and he's going to be like, well, he's got great potential. Elder Mendez, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. All right, so we'll just scout you now. You've signed a new contract. Play the long game. End of contract for Ildefonso. This wants a little too much money for me. And it's a 3rd division team that's going end of contract on him, so it's not like I'm missing out. Oh, new signings press conference. We couldn't have done this at the other one. Yeah, I'm obviously pleased Matthias is here, 100%. Holmberg can have, Jarrell can lead this club to glory. Yes. Jarrell Holmberg can lead this club to glory. And just for a reminder, this is Jarrell Holmberg. He can, you're right. He can lead this club to glory, 100%. Are you confident Matias can produce in big games? I certainly hope you can make a big contribution, yeah. I have the utmost confidence that Jose Matias is going to help us win. He's 18 years old. He can walk into the first team out of the Angolan League. That's incredible. We brought in a top player that can only be a good thing. Talking about Jarrell Holmberg, baby. Sunday is just 18 years old. His brothers, Saturday, Friday, and Thursday, though, they're older and ascending age. You see, it's more one for the future. Yeah, absolutely. It's just signing for the future. You might see him pop up for us. You might not. Player who's a relative unknown. Oh, Oyvind. Yeah, he's been thoroughly scouted. Matias was a fairly cheap one. I'll always drive a hard bargain 100%. Do you agree that with no large fee involved, I'm delighted we got the deal done so cheaply? What do you also have Vigard Fisk as the staff. Will help Benali. Certainly be asking him to help out, yeah. IJ Soa speaks English. I also... Whatever. It's a universal language, man. I got no problems here. Great start to the transfer window, other than the fact that we can't get any of the guys that we wanted. Always mute the weirdo. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subsection of the Discord. Said only fair to give you the amount of tips I've gleaned from your YouTube videos. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Thank you. Can somebody give me the link to Zealand's database? It's somewhere on the Steam workshop. Where exactly it is at this point, I don't know. But it is somewhere in there. Leon Gomez Fareño. Would I ever sign you? No. Botolf Bodker. That's our 100% report. We don't really know if he's going to be great or not. How close is he to his 19th birthday? Very close. So we're definitely not looking to make a move right now when we probably will never be. On the other hand, there's this 20-year-old Jimmy Christensen who looks amazing. Rafael Ortiz has a chance to be amazing. Christian Carrara looks like a potential stud. I actually want us to re-up this report and at least put this dude on the end of contract, but I would love to re-up the report. Peter Kozak. Worth the next report. Oh, Diego. Go, Diego. Goalkeeper. No. Alex Antonio. Worth a second scout. Worth a second scout. Willie McPherson's definitely worth a second scout. You are, on all accounts, not worth the second scout. Kenneth Rasmussen. Mendoza's at No. Okay, in Ecuador. Got it. But also good. Okay. Interesting. I feel like I might go and prioritize that one. Greg Wilkinson. Steve Leona is worth the second report. Gay Shawi, worth the second report. Patient Wamba is probably not.
Up the Hammers.
It's not. We have people that are better than him at doing that right now. Coney DeVenter. Why do they like this? I had this guy on trial and I just don't like him. I don't know why they like him so much. Public wants to hear a proper answer from me on this trial guy. Whatever. Up the freaking Hammers. Mr. TJD, thank you for the 5 months. Just 1 month away from that silver bacon. Just like Stewart. You're gonna hit there. I don't understand how we can so quickly see who is good and who is not. Sorry, I move very fast through players. I usually just make a noise. The end of contract is a short list I've created just for players who are within a year of the expiration of their contract. At each contract expiration date, we go onto the short list and offer a trial to everybody whose contract is still about to end. Or whose contract just ended. It allows us to sign a lot of fun guys like Tariq Michel. Oh, Jalbri. Oh, come on. Really? He wants to play for me, but he wants to propose some adjustments to our original agreement. Who's negotiating for him? Well, it's Brago and Pasos. I mean, it's all teams around us. How about 99? Oh, you just went up. You do realize that, right? I hate it here. I hate it here. Mafra 1 Angel Chavez on trial. I'll actually take that because I would take a deal for him. Augustine, I think we can finally say that we would not sign you. Florian Rexa. This dude has no goal scoring ability, so it's all down to his touch and passing and such. But he's not in the... If you're 21 and you're not in the Albanian national team, I find it hard to believe that I would actually... I could use you, you know? Go ahead and drop Alfonso Lemus. He doesn't have a transitional skill. Oh, that's why we take some swings on these dudes too. Well, look at that. Shiny potential on Tariq Michel. I see you. That's Android with the tier 2. Tariq Michel with the potential. Android dropping a tier 2 sub. I have no idea where I want to play this guy also. This dude plays right wing, right back, and holding mid, and central midfield at least accomplished. Bizarre lad, Tariq Michel. Versatility has obviously contributed to his rating and like how his potential is assessed and that sort of thing, but his marking is terrible. I feel like we need to work on his defensive positioning. I feel like that's what we need to work on now. And we'll just work a lot of attributes as a box-to-box midfielder in training. Definitely. Oh. Hey, Matty Manya, you're on this one. Like everything else. Yeah. I got there. Defensive positioning is what we want to hit on. Demus Rex, thank you so much for the tier 1 as well. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon next to your name, the emotes, and being in the subsection of the Discord. Hell yes, brother. Tony Deventers, and no. I feel like there was something that I was... Oh, yeah, I remember. It was the Ecuadorian. Man, I can't believe I pulled that out of my memory. That's the sort of thing I forget all the time. Ecuador, my favorite Ecuador. De Grazia, they haven't even kicked off this battle yet. Didn't we put an offer in for Alan De Grazia? I feel like we did. I feel like we did. Am I hallucinating? Did they just reject all of them, or did he reset them all or something? I feel like I put an offer on De Grazia. I had to put another offer on Alan De Grazia. Okay. Taking a while with a few of these scouting reports, lads. I'm just saying. It leaked. Cool. João Brito did agree to sign, so. Mikel has noted that Brito's medical history that the player may be fairly injury prone. All right. Thank you, Mikel. Appreciate that. Brito's set to be completed. Rejected offers for Bug and Passos Ferreira, you know, because he just knows what we're building. He's a 20-year-old. He's a forward, which is like what we do. Sign these forwards, and hopefully he'll be okay. Buy now is not something we're doing. And Ibarando is another guy we're just going to let go. Because we've hit a point where I don't want to be trialing those two guys anymore. And when is the game against Chavez? A week from now or actually today? We would like to get to it at some point. You suck. Sorry, Noah. Your arc was pretty cool, though. We kind of appreciated that. That was a nice gesture. But other than that, you kind of suck. Rasmus isn't even on a team anymore, and we just started scouting him. And he's bad, so we don't need him. How do you think Rasmus feels? He's not even on a team anymore, right? Guy could step into the first team at 18 years old. Well, the lack of depth and defensive. We have like 4 defensive midfielders. What are you talking about? This guy is interesting, though. He is so smart. He aced his test. His decision-making is 16 to 19. Second best stat, Bob Ross. Excellent painter, even better recruitment analyst. Second best stats for pass completion. Love it. Edmundo is a fat no. Thank you, Finesse, for that. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. We finally begun scouting Cristiano Ronaldo. Good. You know. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not bad enough that we have to stop scouting him. He's still, it's Cristiano Ronaldo from Wish. Hey, he's a human being with real Cristiano Ronaldo ability. Wow, you're really, really terrible, huh, So-So? Oh, we're back on the other side of our winter break. We've kicked off in style here. And who is going to be playing today? Castellanos just picked up that knock. He'll be back in training in 4 days, which means we'll start Carbajal because we like Carbajal. Kean Harries is going to have to start today because we have not sorted what we're going to do about the center back position, other than the fact that we are not starting Kean Harries. We are starting Billy Herrera because Billy Herrera's got really good potential, and we're going to see if he can start to find it. He's also American, which actually isn't influencing that decision. What is influencing that decision is when you look at my club, until we signed Tariq Michel, Billy Herrera was the hot prospect at our club, which I feel like we should have been using more. It's like a pretty good sign that he is actually good. Portilla, Polito, Gorbani. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Apia, Hishin. We need a new defensive midfielder. I'm kind of enticed to go with Jose Matias. He looks really good. Ilahi Maharitra is suspended for this game. I think Jose Matias is the guy that can do this for us. Jose Matias, he's the type of guy that can play ball winner. He can play deep lying, playmaker. We're going to play him as a ball winner. We're going to give him a number. We're going to let him ride. Straight out of the Angolan League. He's been here less than a week. We let it ride. Let's go for one more different potential sub, like a Bright Mohammed, somebody that can fill space in the midfield. Seems like a good idea. Angel Call really is trying to improve his speed. It's the only thing going up right now. Oh, well, in that case, we just go super hard on this guy. Knock him off the ball. Watch out for Pereira Lang. And then we're good. Yo! I want to be the guy. Thank you for the 2 months as part of the Hammers and Big Daddy Moses. With the gifted sub to AMD. Welcome. Hey, is there a way to set up recruitment analysts? You can use them on specific players. Other than that, they kind of just comb for recruiting information. I have never researched it too much, though. There is always another part of this game that you can do an incredibly huge deep dive on. His first touch isn't like that bad. Why are we so determined to press him? His first touch is the worst in the back line, so I guess it makes sense. I'm just saying, you know, it's a little aggressive. I like it. We ride. Yeah, Jose Matias, you get 19. Honestly think you deserve a pretty high number as somebody that's going to be on the field a lot. And Billy Herrera gets the start for the first time in the league. Media's giving you a lot of credit. Go on, put a worthy display out there. Completely motivated team. We just beat Porto in our last league match. We're playing at home at the Carlos Salema, a ground that I cannot say this enough. We are renting from a 4th division team because we can't have we just don't have our own ground. We've played in 3 different stadiums over the last 7 years. And now we're 4th in Liga NOS, renting our stadium from a 4th division team because, yes. And we're starting an 18-year-old who was playing in the Angolan League last month. I love this team. Jose Matias, show me what you got. I mean, he already speaks Portuguese, so it's not like adaptability is a huge issue. Oh, yeah, we beat Porto, baby. Come on now. Come on. You talking, though, right? And we beat Porto. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, and then we just hit a cat jam right in the middle of a game because we're feeling it. Come on. yeah, here we go. Let's just take the ball off this guy. Let's go the other direction and let's score a goal, huh? Doesn't that sound good? That sounds like a good time. Come on now, let's get on the ball. Let's move it up the field, all right? We turn him around. We turn this guy, he turns the ball over, we're flying. It's like Jimmy the Jet. It's all over again. Let's go. Come on, get on the ball. Come on. Good block. Good block. Them cat jams are everywhere. Oh yeah, Carbajal literally just elbowed the guy. Was able to win the ball easily. I mean, it's a really simple game when you... Oh, he's open. Michael Portilla chips. Fine. I guess we just need to cat jam harder. I guess we just need to go harder in the paint. Fine. We can do that. We're gonna score a goal on this. Foul, foul. The cat jam scared the ref, honestly. This is a foul, it's offsides. This is flagrant, violent, double technical. Bruh! What? Cat jam the paint away. Cat jam the paint away. Dude, that goal, though. Since when do they go to VAR for an offside and give it? When was that a thing? Why are we living in that world now? Oh, if we weren't cat jamming, I might have just exploded there. Might have just completely lost it. If we weren't cat jamming. If I didn't have cat jam to save my soul, I might have just lost it. That and the fact that we had Portilla just like in on goal and he just waited until he got blocked. That was a little frustrating too. What you got? We gonna turn him around, force a turnover here? They just stacked two dudes on this wing. We're there again. This is easy. Our defense is right where it should be. We gonna turn this into something quick? They just didn't get back in time? No, they did not get back in time. David Polito. Oh, yep. Definitely tried to place that. Oh, nice pass. Dang. Tried to bring that to his right foot and tuck it into the bottom corner like a dweeb. He has placed his shots, but that was just mentals. You gotta know that you can't do that in this situation. Oh, he shed. And no. He's going for Portilla. I'm fine with that. We just gained our position. Matias, Polito, Gorbani. This is nice and fluid. I too don't like actually shooting at the goal. I like shooting into people because I'm a people person. At least we have control of the game. We did not for the first 15 minutes. All right. Oh. I mean, hey, he wasn't blocked. This is an improvement. The fact that we gave them the opportunities that they have is frustrating to me. There's not space to pass into. We've got to use our fullbacks on attack to just spread them out more, and so we'll be able to pass through the middle. That's really what we've got to do here. Shin's got to be on his game. Let's get a goal off this highlight. All right, good. Quick. Gorbani would be... No, they covered him up. We're not moving quickly anyways. Oh, Macias, swing and a miss, trying to win that ball. All good. Bring it down. And get fouled. Okay. Hey, we won a yellow. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Quick counter. Block this. If we've like blocked some sort of shot here, we're in a really good spot. Yeah. 2-on-2. It's got Polito 1-on-1 in the box. Can he get it to him? No. No, he cannot. With conviction, he cannot do that. Not a boy, Billy Herrera. Way to not... Ugh. It's bad first half. Obviously, show me something else. All right, I got you guys all fired up for this game, and nothing. Jose Matias' first appearance is nothing. All right, Barrientos, bad. I think we go Orozco sooner rather than later for Matias here. It is a difficult thing I've asked him to do. His Football Manager does take everything into account that would come with moving from Angola to Portugal and playing in less than a week. Like 2 days after he got here. Nice header. Like Carbajal actually can do this. Somebody was off, right? Nobody was offside, apparently. That was just a really good chance at the end of that. All right, Orozco is going to go deep lying playmaker. Shin is also going to just dive into the attack here. We're going to have Shin do a little attacking midfielding. He's a very good long shooter. We're gonna play into that. Ali Reza Gorbani is going to come off for an inverted winger instead of an inside forward so that we can have Shin over here. Okay. Oh, Matias. He'll get there. Today wasn't his day. He'll get there. Oh. Actually, the way we want to set this up is that way. We meet their lines further up the field. Their lines are not coming ahead very far. We need to be able to put more pressure on them when they have the ball back here so that they play direct, and then we have them completely outnumbered in these situations. Theoretically, we'd be able to win the ball there. But now we're up in their face all the time. You just get the feeling they don't want that. They don't want you all up in their face. Oh, Madrid, what is that, dude? You're lucky that guy sucks, or else we'd really be in trouble. How is that just a .08? Make any sense? Yeah, it's cool. I didn't want to score today. I too hate scoring. Did we not save those changes? Oh, that's annoying. Like anywhere that he thinks is fit to go with the ball works for me. Cool. Kwame Appy on a 6.4. Heeshin on a 6.4. So we are going to drop the anxious guy for David Polito, who's going to play as a shadow striker as well. Appy is really good off the ball, which means shadow striker does work for him. And then we have João Silva, who's going to play complete forward, and we aim our distribution to him. Now, I would, of course, at some point in my life, like to score a goal here, but that doesn't have to happen, you know, because it's all about the friends we made along the way, right? That's why we're here. So, no, both of these are no-nonsense center backs. They are both no-nonsense center backs. They're not good with the ball. All right, guys. Great creativity today out there. You guys have done a great job. Feel dead. They're just not creating highlights. Like, you know we're better than this. Ah, come on. We have like an 8-on-1 right now. Pass. Thank you. And he was offside. There's just so many things wrong with this. That clearance, we had a bajillion on one guy, and we couldn't hook the clearance up with anybody, and then we do that. Mistime the pass, offside, skies the shot. Everything wrong. Yeah, Madrid. There you go. That's the 15 tackling showing up. And we are in. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's saucy stuff. Come on, go grab the ball, you celebrating buffoon. Go get it. Grab the ball. Stop celebrating. We need to go. Go get the ball. Thank you, Portilla Chips, for being able to control this ball around a rambunctious goalkeeper. That was all Johan Madrid that made this, too. Tidy from Portilla. All right, let's go. Grab the ball. Yes, make the changes. We're going very attacking. Come on. Come on. Oh, get on this. Get on this ball. Madrid again. Just tackle him. Yes. Oh. He's going to have a shot if he wants it. He's going to have a tight angled play. Oh, Roscoe can pass. Let's go. Play one of those two guys. We're all so open here. Subalaga! Yes! Yes! His first career goal in like 50 appearances, and it's a winner in the 91st minute. The greatest offensive choke of all time just scored the gutsiest winner. Oh my God, what a time to be alive. Okay, a little lightheaded, and it's tick the time wasting all the way up here. Yeah, this will do. This is just fine. This works for me. We're gonna hold that position. We do not have any more changes, but we are gonna lower the lines. I cannot believe he just did that. Oh, this is his first career goal. With this guy who we make fun of for never scoring. Oh, dude, Subalaga picks the ball up, gets by the last defender, takes a breath, and just tucks it. Oh, man, in the 92nd minute. Yes, obviously make the changes. Oh, dude. In the last 4 minutes of the game, Oriental Dragon back from the dead. moment for Miguel Zubalaga, his first career goal. His first career goal in 29 appearances in the league. He's a freaking forward. Unbelievable from Miguel Zubalaga. He's been working on his shooting. His shooting has honestly gone up 3 since he joined the club. We've been working so hard with Zubalaga to make him a viable goal-scoring threat. Yes! Buzzak Army, thank you for the 2 months. Probably won't score ever again. What an effort from Miguel Zubalaga. Unbelievable that I can't believe we just won that game. It was the was it 89th or 90th minute that Portilla scored that goal where he was able to weave it behind the keeper. You've done brilliantly to come back and win that. Honestly, just incredibly proud. The tactic worked wonders. We opened up a couple of just huge breaks. I can't believe it was Zubalaga. Of all people, I would have paid actual real-world money for that chance to go to any one of my other forwards that wasn't Zubalaga. They showed real character today, absolutely. We were given all we could. That's why we picked up the cards. We showed real character today, and we are very comfortably in Europe as a result at the moment after 15 games. Famalicão picked up a loss today to Porto by 6. Apparently, Porto was a little angry after we beat them and beat a 5th place team in the league by 6 goals, with all of them in the first half. Okay. They're going to be just fine. We have really angered the beast. We are only 2 points off Braga and Benfica right now, and a 2nd place finish in a spot in the Champions League is something we can start to dream about a little bit. That is where we're at, and I love it. Super sub Subayaga inspires Oriental Dragon. 89th and 92nd minute goals to flip the result. Incredible stuff. Natural performer at his new position. Yeah, we know. We already got that report. Now you're telling me again. Hey, what's up, guys? Luis Ferreira has graciously admitted you deserved the late goal. I would have expected no less. He's a great guy. And possession's overrated what they do with the ball. It's a style that suits us more often than not. It happened to be one of those games where we played without the ball and we were great. Honestly, Subayaga's late goal is kind of what it's all about. It's getting a guy that you know has the ability, that you love. You're waiting for him to score. And he does. I'm surprised Sporting's as high as 11th. They were down in 15th at one point. How hard was it under such significant pressure for most of the match to hold on to the belief? Honestly, we flipped the pressure. Once we met them further up the field, we were able to get them off the ball faster and kind of play our game. I don't have too many clear thoughts right now on that, though. Obviously, Subalaga lifted the rest of the team. He showed unusual composure. Right, I forgot that their goal was complete cheese. The flashpoint was the VAR. I think it was the right decision, though. It looked like he was just kind of marginally onside, you know? It looked like he was marginally onside. So what am I to do on that? What genre are national anthems? Country. All right, Stoily. Have a great rest of your day, man. Wow, what a massive dub for the brand. I think we can ride with Billy Herrera, too. I didn't notice Billy Herrera do anything wrong. He's not a bad player. It's just until Salazar gets back. And we're also missing Shojong. This is weird. This is definitely very weird with the AFCON and Asian Cups going on. Jules Keita, who's literally hurt for 2 months and now disappears to go to Guineas. Like, I don't know if Jules Keita is ever going to get a spot in the team back. His contract runs out at the end of the year. I think we're just going to let him go. Right? I mean, what else are we going to do with Jules Keita? Oh, Arhus, get out of here. Diego Calero. Go ahead and let that go. Delegate to the B team staff. Or to the B team. No, I mean, Matty Manye. No, we're not changing it. Liverpool. See, Tenerife, he's not interested in. If Liverpool puts in an offer. Then we're in trouble. As long as Liverpool doesn't put in an offer, we're okay. David Thompson's locked it in. Oh, we have to unveil Tariq Michel. Okay. Tariq Michel. I think that's it with the accent on the A. Tariq Michel. Tariq. We'll go Tariq. Tariq Michel. Right, I'm pleased, obviously. I'm not talking transfer policy, though. You've had a pretty busy window signing a bunch of young players. Some of these players are young, but there's no barrier if they're a fantastic player, right? And he's the type of guy that we sign, and he's got this great potential to be something. He's incredibly versatile, and we're just going to try and work on his game. That's why we kind of drop some depth charges and just throw out some signings on the end of contract guys. Worst case scenario, they help the B team. Best case, if Michel starts to hit a wave of improvement like his potential indicates, he turns into a Roscoe first-time player. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Hell yeah. I forgot you were streaming, so I was watching your YouTube videos. They're worse problems to have, my dude. Our affiliate scouting report. There are no players who are ready for the first team. I know that. That's why they're there. You take me for a fool? Jose Flores, he looks fine. Not an outstanding, not a great player, but he looks okay. Jill Vicente, right? Away to Gil Vicente, at home to Estoril Praia, at home to Pasos de Ferreira. This is one heck of a January. Just turning out matches. Pasos, we got some revenge on the mind. We opened the season. Literally started the season with a 4-1 loss to Pasos Ferreira. Which everybody was freaking out. And then there were some of us, and I was sitting there, I'm like, look, I know we're still good, right? We were having some success in Europe at the time, which obviously bled through. Like, we're going to the round of 16. We're already skipping the first knockout stage of the Conference League. And we'll be ready for that round of 16 in February or March. I think the draw for the round of 16 is in late February. So, like, we're in Europe, but it's like we're not in Europe for a pretty significant amount of time. My brother played for Burnham and Southminster, so he's played at the boys' pitch. I had a mate. I was in the reserves a year ago. I was not privy to this conversation. My apologies. Is a Brazilian, we would pronounce it Tariki, because the accent is on the first part of the name, which is what's really throwing me off. So it's Tariki or Tariki, something like that. Really maddening for an American to pronounce, to be honest. Jean Zuniga. Oh, hello, Chilean national team player still playing in Chile. My name's Zealand. We've been creepily sitting outside your house for a while. Geronimo Motion. Yeah, he's on trial here, but we weren't sure we wanted to sign him. Oh, somebody's going in on Begic? One of those good, not great players who's broken into the Slovenian national team recently, but he wants serious money. Oh, I thought yeah, he hates big matches, so we went ahead and dropped him. Aaron Sanchez. That's not a lot of money. This dude could totally play for me. The adaptability problems are a concern. You know, things like work rate, teamwork, other little pieces of his game, composure, bravery, aggression, all those are important. That he's just lacking a little bit, but he has the basic tools. He has the athleticism. He's not too small. He has marking, tackling, positioning. I understand why they're putting a bid in, but he's staying in the Peruvian league. I understand. Groovy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get into the subscriber section of the Discord to take full advantage of the fact that you just spent $5 of Jeff Bits. Holy technique. You have potential? Or you just... Norberto Luciani is just kind of vibing. He's about to turn 21, so I'm not... Actually, I don't think I'm going to go for this guy. because he doesn't have a ton else on offer, but besides the fact that he is just a technical dynamo. His pace, not great. He's got a little burst with the agility balance combo. He's not an outrageously good passer. His touch is solid, but not great. You know, he can't score. He's a bit of a pushover. Plays a very clean game. Not B team material for those salary demands. I mean, we can check his salary demands because sometimes they're really far off. But yeah, he wants like 200,000. He wants first team money. Obviously, a lot of these guys we're looking at, if they wanted 25,000 a year, I'd be signing them tomorrow. But that's, you know, not the case there. High volume of strength training, is that what you're all upset about? Did you think we're doing a little too much fitness training? No, you think you're not working on something beneficial. Shooting for a striker. What could possibly be more beneficial than that, Adorito? Please enlighten me. Yeah, he'd be a solid player in a tiki-taka machine. He's definitely a weird player, though. I mean, a year ago, we'd probably the type of guy we'd be signing up no problem. Because he wants under 200,000. But if we're not giving him playing time, I don't see where he's growing, right? Like, we signed the Czech guy because he's 2 years younger. He's a little better right now, and he's got a chance to go a lot farther. That guy, like, even if he grows a little bit, and he has the opportunity to grow probably one, basically every attribute, even at that point, then he's... Right, what's he going to be able to do? He's also already 21, so we don't know if he can do the rest of his improvement to his limited potential. Streamer Showdown is this weekend, yes. Correct. Phil Wong. Well, we know that he's not good. Anybody else we're scouting that's just not at a club anymore? I feel like we are scouting some people that, like... There's one guy who is no longer at a club. Well, we'd like to offer you a trial and cancel the scouting assignment. Cool. Their contract expires after we start scouting them and we don't finish it in time, and so waste of time. Oh, the training rating for Billy Herrera is going up. I feel like we're about to see a wall of improvement for Billy Herrera. America. Nope. Quickness. Your straight line speed, Billy, that's what we need to work on. You're a little slow. I've got plenty of goalkeepers that match that. I'd rather those guys be around. Billy, I'm going to praise you. So I feel like that's going to help you. America. Okay. All right. Well, this is the final to run. I'm not in the Streamer Showdown today. Or this weekend. Nobody is in every Streamer Showdown. I am not in a Streamer Showdown this weekend, but I will be on tomorrow. We will be streaming up until the breakdown. We will then get on and talk about what's going on in the Streamer Showdown this weekend. I'm ending right now. Might feel a little early, but I do have law class in 29 minutes. I've got to take a shower and get to that law class. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Some amazing results. We beat Porto. We had a turnaround in the last 3 minutes of a match with a goal from, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Miguel Subilaga. And we also made the League Cup semifinal rather miraculously with a clutch from second flight Vitória de Setúbal picking up a win to put us in to the League Cup semifinal where we will play Porto. But hey, that is huge and above where we were expected to finish, which is all great. And we managed to hold on to all of our players, and the Angolan guy that we signed ends up being a legit first-team player at 18 years old. A lot of fun things happening. We're going to raid somebody to go make their day, so let's find someone that's just chatting. Why am I so bad at clicking? Okay. Could raid somebody and just chatting. I'm sure somebody's in a hot tub somewhere. Where's... How about this lad? 12-hour affiliate celebration. I have vanished briefly. No chair stream. All right, he's vanished briefly. When does he come back? Get your copy pasta ready. We got to rev this up. When does he come back? Somebody want to tell me when he comes back? Don't say hi, Zealand. Hi. When does he come back? I asked. Please tell me. Please tell me. They're just saying hi to me. He is feeding at the moment. Oh, okay, we'll go ahead and raid him. I think he's just eating, but he's like there. I don't know. Something like that. Here you go. Ready? That's where we're going. Raiding this lad. We got our copy pasta revved up. He's doing a 24-hour stream to celebrate getting affiliate, and we are going to raid him. That is fun. Thank you guys again. I will be on tomorrow again as we power our way through what is sure to be a tumultuous and obviously jam-packed January. And honestly, the stream on Friday is probably going to get us towards the end of January. It's going to be a very transfer heavy, like, you know, scouting, playing a match every 3 days, absolute slog that I hope we're able to battle our way through. Okay, we're singing the Vanessa song, it looks like, on this raid. I will see you guys then for tomorrow. If you haven't checked out the video from yesterday, then please do. And I'm in a unique position that the video that is coming out Saturday morning, I will not watch until it is released. I will watch it along with you because it is the 100,000 subs celebration blooper reel that Reece has been putting together for months, specifically to make fun of me. And so that's coming out this Saturday. I am looking forward to it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Woo! Law class! Let's do it!